I'm calm. I'm calm. What's up, guys? We have some cool one-on-ones. I'm just happy we have the camera back. I could get so mad at this stuff. Anyway, I'm calm. Let's go. Well, luckily, there's one man in the world
Michelle, 5 years.
who can calm me down, and that's the beautiful voice of Mitch, man.
Hello.
Sorry, guys, I had a bit of technical difficulties.
We never noticed. Don't worry. No, it's completely fine. Nothing happened.
Fucking my God! I never touch my PC. It breaks all the time. I never touch anything. Jesus Christ.
Take a photo of the camera and the cables, and I'll see if I can sort out which ones they are, and I'll send you what they are so you can get new ones.
Yeah, I will buy them completely new. Back in the day, man, you have a $10 Logitech webcam, works all the time. Then you get, $3,000 super camera equipment, breaks all the time.
Legit, I still have my Logitech crappy webcam on top of one of my lights plugged into the PC as a different camera because I know it will just always work, just in case.
2 more months, let's go.
Okay,
Fun fact.
I'm ready.
Statistically, all of the technological stuff, well, not all, 60-something% breaks the next day after the warranty expires.
Yep.
So...
Yeah, essentially, it's, what is it called? Plant omniscience or something?
Something like that, yep.
Plant. They literally built this stuff to break, man. Where are the courts? Where's the government? Huh? We should all be on the streets for this. Anyway, let's calm down. In a world full of pain and suffering, we here today offer you great entertainment. For it's the 4th qualifier weekend here, and we have 2 faces we already know from, I think, the last weekend. Is that correct?
Yeah.
Yep.
And you're if I remember, you're both Ukrainians.
Nope.
No, I'm American.
Ah, you did American guy. Yeah, against Raid Wire, I remember, who was a very creative Ukrainian.
Potentially me, yeah.
There we are.
Also
That's
creative as well
our.
from, but...
That's our hearsay. Simops, you want to come in? You want to do triple cast?
Oh yeah, Simops, come on in, man.
He's gonna say, no, I have like friends and I gotta drink beer with them.
He said yes. Fuck
oh, okay. Get in the Discord, man.
So, yeah, Simops, you already have the ability to just jump into this room that we're in. Yeah, there you go.
Hola.
Now that the real games are starting, we got 3 casts.
So fast, Simops, damn.
Anyway, right?
Now the real game
I'm
starts.
waiting. You asked me to come today and cast with you.
Did I? Bro, I'm an old man. I forget what I did yesterday, man.
Are you gonna be there next week, Simops?
It depends if if my football club's placed in, but maybe.
Try to be here next week, because I'm not. It's my birthday.
Oh, really?
I'm taking the weekend off.
Isn't there there's nothing better than a nice game of Hoi 4 on a birthday, right?
Yeah.
Can somebody send me the ID, please, so I can join the
yeah, you should see it in Showdown.
Hold on.
No
mind, yeah.
So I calmed down. Sorry for the camera incidents, but what the fuck, camera? Puh, young, I'm gonna spit on you, camera. Sony. Everything, man. I'm sorry. I can't get. There's nothing that makes me more mad. Nothing in the world makes me more mad than when I don't touch something and it breaks. Imagine you have a cup, right? You have a cup. You never touch it, right? You put it in your fucking furniture. It just stands all day. One day you walk in your room and there's a fucking spring in it. There's a fucking crack in it. That makes me mad. And I'm telling you one last time, and I'm done with this topic. This is all planned. I tell you guys all the time, you should be all in the streets rioting. These fuckers, these tech companies, they make products so they break, so you buy them again and again. We should all be fucking rioting, burning their fucking mansions down. Anyway, how you doing, guys? Nice stream here today. I was about to say something before my camera crashed. I actually watched One Piece, the real life thing on Netflix this weekend with a kid. And boy, it was really good. Fuck, One Piece was really good. Damn, that was really good. I just wanted to say that real quick. And we have Cat from America versus Raid Wire from Ukraine today. Big esports. Let's get into it. Let's unmute the boys. And I'm officially ready, man. I'm officially ready.
You can just partner with one of the existing ones. They will bring a lot of money into it, and then easy.
Anyway.
Thanks for all the subs, by the way.
There we go. Oh, so, Kat, you're the lower elo player. What's your map and faction pick?
I picked Jewel Allies.
Ooh, India Allies by Cat Americano.
And Raid, what's your first band?
The 8th Army, the UK, the Commonwealth, whatever it's called.
Commonwealth 8th Army, okay. And Cat,
Alright,
counterband?
Panzer Group West.
Okay, Panzer Group West. So, those are the bands. Good luck, gentlemen. Let's get this show on the road. Remember, definitely no prox bombs. Let's everybody ready up and let's go.
Alright, ready to tear up the rush.
Good luck, guys.
Good luck.
Good luck. Free casters day, my man Mitch, man, and C Mops in the house. Big boy stuff happening here today. Game number 1. I want to start firstly with saying StarCraft.
Buenos dias,
StarCraft. I've just uninstalled it before the stream. I've just uninstalled it. No StarCraft reference today. I fucking hate StarCraft. Piece of shit game. The real esports is in Ahoy 4 Commanders. Competitive 101 mod. That's what's going on. Thanks for the subs. Mitch, how you doing, man?
I'm doing good. I've just spent the weekend kind of. I had the electrician in on Friday. I've just remodeled my office, so I've got the beautiful smell of like fresh paint in my office
nice,
right now, which is a real vibe.
Feels like new beginnings.
Yeah, exactly that. And we've got C-Mobs here. Hey, C-Mobs.
How you
Hello.
doing, C
I was
Mops?
just setting up the bed, guys. Everyone.
You were setting up your. Oh, I mean like bed,
Bed.
BED.
No, I wasn't setting up my bed. My bed was set up.
How you doing, C Mops,
yeah.
man? You haven't been here in a while.
Yeah, like there's a lot of stuff happening. Unfortunately for me, I'm done with my exams for this semester now, so it's just
So now
one
it's
more.
6
and
months off trucking off.
It's like 2 or 3 months, and then the next one starts.
Okay, 3 months, yeah. I remember
But
when
then it's
exams
the
are
last
over.
one, hopefully, and then I can finally, I don't know, do something and have a bachelor degree. That's also cool.
How old are you? Like 21?
Yeah.
You already have a bachelor with 21. Damn, it's fast.
Yeah, I did, not normal Abitur, I did Fachabitur, which only takes like 2 years. So I saved a year there, and I started school a year early.
C-Mops.
Big brain. Big
Very
brain.
educated young man.
I
Hey,
wouldn't
let's be
say
real.
so.
Everybody in the bomb can get a bachelor today, okay? Let's calm down here.
It's not hard. I can. That's true. It's pretty easy. Actually.
And there we are. The triple team is reunited. Game number 1, Cat from America, Aurora King from Ukraine. Both players didn't make it last week into the qualifiers. They lost to who again? Can you guys remember who were the winners last week?
So the winners last week were Nathan
Marcel. And now we're
There's
getting
no shame in losing to these guys, man.
Yeah, and now we're getting the face that I like very much, which is now we're getting into a bit more unknown players. Dankus and all the old guys, they're already in the qualifiers, but now we're looking at new guys. Cat and Aurora King, really unknown people, to be honest, that slowly now get known, and I love seeing that Aurora King last week, ultra creative. He lost, unfortunately, but he was so creative, always trying something different. He wasn't boring at all. Very excited to see what's happening here in game number 1.
I have to say, I don't really know the Cat player, at least not right out of my mind right now. But with Radar, I've played, aka Aurora King, I've played multiple times. He also has his own mod, multiplayer mod that he develops, so he's very much into the, behind the scenes of the Hearts of Iron. He can read the mod, gets a lot of information that way, and knows what's good. So I'm really hyped to see what he's up to.
Yeah, if I remember correctly, Cat was a vanilla multiplayer player back. He plays in a big US multiplayer server and is mainly playing on US times. Yeah, he's a very... It's one of those things of he's played a lot in US-based stuff, but this is his first time coming over to essentially Europe.
As we always know, right? NA is always behind the esports, so Cat will have to represent EA Pride here in North Rhine 4. It's hard. Everybody knows North Americans are not very good at games. And maybe Cat can break that curse here. In the new star on the Hearts of Iron 4 Heaven. Hoi 4 101 esports.
Yeah, I have to say I didn't really watch many games lately, but I really like the direction the mod is taking, especially with the... I like all the new icons of the focus trees. They're really nice. Did you use the help of AI to create those, or...?
I believe so. I believe that would be...
It's so just crazy what's possible today with the AI, man. It's just unbelievable. Nice, man. That's gonna be great. I heard the tanks are a bit more...
Oh yeah, tanks
meta
are
now?
in now. Yeah.
I talked a lot to Chicken Little, one of the guys who's trying to compete and get into the qualifiers in this league, and he gave me a lot of insight. I talked with him a few days ago. So it's going to be interesting to see what these two players come up with. And we're going now. Nice.
Yes, we are. It's annoying. One of the players put ready in the in-game chat, and one of them put ready in the Discord chat. So okay, but we move.
Aurora King once again looking different. Everyone else building East Bengal infrastructure. That already is such a different move. Every time I watch him, he does something weird. And I love it. I love him for that.
East Bengal infrastructure. I think I'm gonna guess why. Yeah, so that is the capital province. I'm guessing the infrastructure bonus there for the resources and the resource gain. I think he's gonna be wanting extra steel, pumping out for those tank productions, which is probably a good bet, especially on this map because of how the VP flow. You might get stuck with one VP for a long time as the Axis or the allies, depending on how aggressively someone comes out of the gate. So upping your resource production early gives you the ability to, you know, turtle a bit more.
You really don't want to be running out of steel, especially not when you're doing a tank build, which requires very much of it. I wonder if he's also going to go and research some excavation technology later, because you can get those really quickly.
I was about to say, Raidwire was very weird last week, because he's like addicted to resources, man. Maybe it's the Ukrainian in him. He really is going for a lot of excavation all the time. I think he did all the excavations last time. And I was very weirded out by that, because it's so much investment for, like, what, 2 steel or something? And it looks like this infrastructure is meant for steel. He's a player that very much keeps an eye on his resources.
No, I would say Raidwire is very strong with his macro. You know, the mod that he develops that I talked about earlier also puts a very heavy load onto macro, more than other multiplayer mods I've played. So it makes sense that he's probably tried this and tested this very many times and calculated exactly how much steel he needs. And I like that approach too. You know, like we have these micro-heavy players, like for example Sagal, I would say, and then you have these more macro-heavy players, like Raidwire, for example. And macro always, you know, beats micro usually. So it's pretty interesting to see.
I love as well the whole like reasoning for Raidwire or Aurora King, whatever we want to call him. His reasoning to being in this competition and fighting for these places is he's trying to be the guardian for someone who's already progressed into the qualifiers Wolfram, just to make sure that he's trying to be there so he can help get the other Ukrainian guy who's a lot younger and be their guardian for the event rather than to have to rely on someone else. So it's like,
yes, you're Micro King because you have Micro Penis. Sagal, subscribe for fuck's sake.
Tom is also a really strong player. Also played with him multiple times.
Yeah,
it's really nice to see like that. Like I know all of these people. It's really good. So I like that.
Already Cat looking very basic, going for medium tank build, where as we see Artillery 2 finished for the Axis. Here's something we also didn't see so often. You see a lot of anti-tank rushes to unlock the improved medium cannon for the tanks, and now doing paratroopers already. Once again, Raidwire showing exactly what I said. He's different. He's different. Being different can often be it can lead to a loss very quickly, but it's exciting to watch him. I like that very much.
Yeah, what we can see Raidwire doing though right now is that he's building very cheap light TDs. Basically, they have a high velocity cannon, a squeeze bore for as much piercing as possible, and they're extremely cheap. They only cost 4 IC. They're very slow and also have very bad reliability, but you know, at this slow cost, you can just put them into your infantry instead of a normal anti-tank, and you will have better piercing and better heart attack than with normal anti-tank. It's basically the same cost.
Very meta. They all bladed now, yeah.
Yeah, if he's doing the paratrooper research, is it possible that he's going for para-dropped light tanks with those? Like the support
would be, I mean, would be a good idea to put those into his paratroopers, because otherwise he will just die to the tanks. I'm just not sure how far you need to get down to in the tree to get the paradroppable light tanks. Do you know that?
Hold on, let me
deep.
Take a look.
I often think the paratroopers is just for the beginning to get your first positions or maybe meme somebody, but I feel like, I mean, light tank paradrops sounds fun, but is it really effective? Will people really think about that? It's the
I don't know. It would be a nice thing to think about, but I don't like. By the time the war starts, you won't have enough air experience to do it, probably.
Yeah, the thing is though, the paradrops light armor is very good in terms of the bonuses you get. I think it's plus 10% movement on every single terrain type.
Oh, our allied player going for operative slot here with his political power after taking 10% vector output. What is Raidwire gonna take? He's not taking the operative. Already the allies looking for more spy action. Interesting choice here from the allies. And there's the Red Army. We're gonna see Red Army today. Something we barely see in these 101s. I think the 5th God is banned, wasn't it?
No, so it's 8th. It's Commonwealth 8th are currently banned.
Yo, Mitch. Will this be the first weekend we see a left side tank Russia? Is it happening? Is this the first time? Oh God, versus Imperial Japanese Army. Japan versus Russia and India. And once again, you guys know me. I love diversity, obviously, and Netflix. And this is a very diverse game. We've never seen Imperial Japanese East Army versus left side Russia on India. Quite interesting and never seen before.
Yeah, I'm starting to think that this might actually be IJN rather than IJA, but we'll see. Coming in, it is
I don't
IJN.
understand. I don't get it.
So
what?
So they've gone for Imperial Japanese Navy because of the Special Forces bonuses. I believe is what they're going to try and go for here. The Special Forces attack under the Tokyo Express plus the Special Forces training. If you go for paratroopers, it's going to improve those. So yeah, I think this is to add bonuses to those paratroopers and make them a bit more hard hitting.
Man, I love the IGN. It's my favorite pick, but I had this issue over the last cast here, as I'm not only a caster but also like an analyst, and I would love to hear CMOPs on this, but I often don't understand certain picks. This is obviously a very landlocked map. It's a lot about land fighting. It's a lot about the northern plains tank war. The allies playing a very basic build here where he is going for the IGN. It's such a big investment. For what? For a bunch of Marines? Yes, you get Special Forces training and train up, but I feel like all the stuff you're taking means not much. You get a bunch of Marines, okay, on this map. Yamato, the 10% fighter production could help a bit, but I often don't understand the players. Obviously, they train all day, but I like to always challenge this. Why IGN? I don't fully get it. If it's just for Special Forces, couldn't you actually go for the very strong army of Isthmus? I don't really get it. And CMOPs, do you have any... Can you tell me what's going on here? Isn't the... would you feel the IGN is strong here?
I would say, even compared to the Army of the Isthmus, the Imperial Japanese Navy has extremely strong infantry. If you look at the bonuses it gets, not only does it get these veteran Marine divisions, which will be having like 75% extra attack, it also gets the Special Forces training on the left, which grants more capacity and more attack and more defense. And to the right of that, at the, was it Tokyo Express, it also grants 15% more attack on top of that. Combined with the big planning bonus that you get from the Grand Battle Plan, these units will be having a lot of attack. And
I always wonder, he must know his enemy has tanks, and Marines will not pierce a lot of tanks. I mean,
that's why he's building these light tanks for. I just need to check if that would be enough piercing. I don't think the allied player will be stacking too much armor on his tanks because that would make them too expensive. And yeah, he only has how much armor? 33. In the division that would end up being, I can't tell you right now. Oh yeah, I can tell you.
Speed.
Yeah, he will only have how much armor? 13 armor, and the light tanks the X-Player is building just have enough piercing to pierce that. And yeah, that way he will be having an easy counter towards this.
Let's see, Russia. Now you know, chat, why Russia often gets banned. A 30% medium tank production bonus already in here, and he's producing almost 30 factories of that. That is an unbelievable production of tanks, whereas his opponent is showing pretty basic, getting into a little bit of air. Looks very basic, and it's gonna be the battle Special Forces versus tanks, which, looking at the plains in the north, I don't know where it's gonna go. We will see very shortly here. We can kind of say the allied player is playing pretty much the standard. This is the gold standard here. Just wanting a lot of tank production, getting his Space Marines. Maybe I can show you guys really quick the Space Marines. This is what he's doing. Even with tank destroyers. Heavy tank destroyers. What? Wait, what? He doesn't even build heavy tank destroyers. I don't understand.
I think he got them from the focus.
Okay, he still has to change that. Yeah, I think he has to still change that. Yeah. That's
no. I think the one focus he did.
Here. Okay,
Steel Mountains or something. There's one focus that gives you tank destroyers. Yeah, the IS program.
Yeah, it's the IS program.
Sorry, I was looking at the wrong one. Obviously, the copy here, that's his real division players. Please.
Same tanks also very important in there. That's really good.
Yeah. Oh, what the spit buggy.
There's a lot of forests and cities on this map, so
that's
they will
pretty much a standard division.
There.
And I don't see how an Imperial Japanese Navy 15% Special Forces attack bonus can beat that. We'll see soon. Maybe I'm wrong. But I'm still feeling weird. I'm also going construction now to do his excavation again. I love how crazy, how chaotic Raidwire is on the axis. But is it really worth it? We'll see very soon.
Yeah, one thing that we can already see though is that Raidwire is not running out of any resources. Meanwhile, the allied player is sitting at minus 40 steel, half his production and not building anything, and they're having a big penalty on everything except for the tank line. So maybe, you know, like the, I don't know, 20 extra steel that he got from building the infrastructure, they actually helped.
Yeah,
a bit, at least.
This, you know, craziness and genius are very close to each other.
True.
And yeah, a lot of production issues actually. On our allied player here seems a bit unprepared here for his build. He even chose the map. Don't forget, chat, the allied player chose the map. He chose allies on India, and he looks a bit unprepared. His production is crashing right now. Almost an
he's
amateurish
missing
mistake.
anti-air, missing artillery, missing support equipment, missing guns, and he's not building any of those because of the lack of resources. And even with the VPs that he might take in the future now, he won't have enough resource to cover his deficit of 40, almost 50 steel now.
And we don't really ever see Russia picked. First time you're on the stream, he's going obviously for an unlock on 30% production bonuses on medium tanks with a production efficiency bonus, very, very strong. Then unlocking 2 mechanized, which he can delete. And now he's actually going for the spawn in heavy tank. And here we go. I don't see any paratroopers going. Why did he research paratroopers then, I wonder? Bit of a value mistake from the Axis.
There's also a funny invasion coming, and it might actually work out.
Oh,
I don't want to talk too much about it because we're not streaming with delay, you know, but maybe soon enough we will see what I mean with that.
Something interesting can happen. But now you know that
that
the
looks like,
steel
he's gonna reach
still has not
50
enough
first.
steel. He needs Nagpur pretty badly. I feel the other players are a little bit unprepared, but if we're looking at the production line,
but
it
our
looks
Axis
pretty
player
good.
might not get any VPs here.
Yeah, he
Looks
needs
like
to really get to
Anna will
Patna
reach
here,
Patna
yeah.
first. And he's also probably going to reach Nagpur first.
This is chaotic. Very chaotic. And even loses Patna. No VPs for the Axis. Maybe that's why he goes excavation, because he kind of knows he will never have any resources. But now...
I mean, now the allied player will have enough steel if he controls all of the 3 VPs.
He was missing 40 steel and now has it all. Maybe a huge mistake here coming out of our Ukrainian friend on the Axis, who is giving away all the steel in the world for free. Patna
All he
easily
needed to get to
holding.
Patna first would have been like a cavalry division. Or maybe a motorized division.
Yeah, but his
That would have
calf
been
is
their-
somewhere else, and there is a secret invasion on the battle line.
Oh my God, I
He
can't
is
believe it.
behind, but don't forget the Capitalism Daily. It has a tank on it. This shouldn't do much. It's more like a little distraction, a little chaotic move, but already the Allies in a massive advantage here. And the invasion has landed. If he just micros, he even left Delhi. The good thing about these invasions is it pressures the enemy. They have to counter. But he's already moving. He's already running. It shouldn't do much. But our ex-player looking really against the wall already.
Yeah,
I
I
don't
don't
know
know like
construction is gonna help.
what he is expecting. Maybe, you know, like it's part of his plan. He will rock this around in late game, but he could have at least reached one of the 3 VPs before his enemy if he just built like used like 1 or 2 cavalry divisions to get there.
Still green on resources though. He kind of looks like a player that predicts he's gonna be out of resources, so he just builds them beforehand with infrastructure in Dhaka here. And now
I
we have
mean,
a
for example,
front lines.
Cat won't be able to do it in the future because he converted all of his civs to mills.
Yeah.
So he won't be able to build up any resources.
He's
or
losing
what
his
he
capital? What is he doing?
controls.
Why is he not microing his capital? What is he doing? He needs to get to... What the... this is chaotic as hell today. This looks... What the hell is going on? He might
Looks
actually
like
die
he
here in a
has
second.
control over Karachi right
Okay,
now.
he's in
which is
Delhi.
like-
He's not staying in Delhi. What is he doing? Why?
This is the point though where the
He
expert needs
is
to
not... What?
concentrate.
Is everybody kidding me right now? Why is he not going to his capital? Now he is, man.
Stop the last second there.
But that's the cool thing with these innovations, my dear chat, that you trigger the APM of your enemy. You test them. You test if they're ready. Normally on this level, everybody should be ready, and now the invasions are safe. I think he killed a bunch of industry here. He took a bunch of factories for a while. Actually, very, very strong. This cavalry was only 8 with, so this was a really beautiful move here by the Axis player. Really harassing his opponent quite well. As I'm getting teleported to Washington, the election is coming. Joe Biden 2024. And he can't even break this one, wow. 1,000 defense behind the river. Ay, ay, ay.
Also, mass mob versus grand battle plan doctrine at the moment.
He must have lost a lot of factories. The other player has 5 factories building, whereas his opponent has 7. Oh, so the factory kills don't even matter that much. They both have kind of the same stuff.
Yeah, he didn't really kill the factories. He just took them over. Hurt the production a bit. If you look at the other player right now, he only has 9 factories building things. He had like 20 on it earlier.
26 mills to 41. Actually, the more we look at it, these 4 cavalrysts.
Oh, did
have
he
done
actually
amazing.
delete the mills?
I
Oh yeah, he deleted mills. That's allowed, right? I don't know. But the Axis player went in there and took the states and deleted the military factories in them.
Mitch already like a fuck. What? He did? Are you sure?
Yeah, he did. He
Fucking
actually did.
wow. I
He
mean,
actually did. I was wondering why he wasn't getting the factories back.
Oh,
If you look over hover over Sint and try to delete the factory, it says the wartime is only possible to remove buildings once every 30 days, which means it has been removed in the last 30 days once at
Oh
least.
wow, that's
And the same with Gujarat because those 2 he controlled, and Punjab probably too because he still controls that.
He almost took luck now as well just then, but the unit got just deleted. But yeah, no, that's big brain. That is. I'm like, wow.
Yeah, and I'm kind of my brain was going, is it allowed? But it should totally be allowed. Just defend the invasion. That is massive. And as we keep arguing, was this invasion any good? It was amazing. 26 mils against 41. He actually deleted enemy mils, and that is just a genius. Well played, even outplayed. Still, he's down 3 points.
He didn't delete that many. I think he deleted 1 per state because like you can only delete 1 per month, so it's actually not as powerful.
That's actually balanced. That sounds balanced. Yeah. Actually, well played. Wow, that was amazing. I think on the high level you should have something on your port, especially if you only have 2 ports.
I just learned something there. Actually, that's a good point. Like what Tommy puts it like, naval invasions are very underutilized right now in the top of the meta. It's all about this infantry, the tank wall, and using Space Marines, and nobody really takes focus on navy or air really anymore. Both of which have fallen out of favor. But I think we've just proven why navy can be so strong, and also a good old, just a good old Zerg rush can do a lot of damage.
I really wonder still what the plan is going to be here.
Now he's doing Stalker references. Wow, as I quit.
Yeah, someone's got to do it. Someone's got to get their bingo card in the stream,
Does anybody know where you unlock better light high velocity cannons?
Must be deeper in the anti-tank. High velocity.
It gives improved high velocity cannons. Is it also the light one then that you can put in your tanks? Probably, no? Pretty far down.
It's 82, I think.
Okay. He should try and get that.
30 months, boys.
It's improved medium cannon is anti-tank upgrade. It's improved anti-tank upgrade too. It's a way down.
Wow, he's back to... He was at 26 mils, now has 38. How did he do that? Because he took the states back, right?
Yeah.
They actually have the same mil count again now. Did he actually delete mils? Because now they have the same mil count. That seems so equal.
Like, I think it deleted at least 1 per state there.
Once again, excavation calling out of our Ukrainian friend. He loves excavation. I think especially when we're in Stockholm, and you guys shall come to hoyworlds.com. We need nicknames for players. And this guy is becoming Mr. Excavation Man. The excavationist or something. I don't know.
The excavator.
The excavator, yeah. He's excavating so often.
When he's there live on stage, we'll give him a little hard hat and a shovel.
Red October coming in. 20 submarines, not that interesting on this map. And yeah, a huge... there's something special. I like how active he is. The naval invasions, now what he's playing now, looking very, very good. But the allied player is playing the golden standard. Very, very basic here. His equipment looking good. He has...
He
took... Absolutely brilliant. There goes the assault. Patterner's also green right now, but that's the supply hubs all going. Luck now going down, stopping the bleed.
Watch this shit.
Well, slowing the bleed anyway.
It depends on if we manage to make a breakthrough and like up
Press
with
F4 though. Press F4. No, there's no impact right now. The south thing is he needs Jabalpur.
He's walking into it. It will take him 4 days, and then it's going to be completely disconnected. But I think
unfortunately, not the best drop here. Yeah, missing. Oh wow, he spawned the unit on it. Genius play. If he last stands that, that's high level micro right here. He needs to last stand that with good micro. But him missing this one, it hurts him. Dude, there's 0 supply issues. Now Nagpur a little bit. So far, no offense, a game of a little... We see more mistakes today, I feel like. We see a bit more mistakes today than in the previous games. Oh, where's the last stand? But there's 0 supply issues. This paradrop, unfortunately... he took it, and now we see the first red bubbles. But he might be out of time here.
It's connected still through the middle now again, basically, connected. That's sad, man. That would have been... really nice opportunity there.
Yeah.
Raid before the game started, he said that he's not going to do anything meta today. So I love that he's like bringing this to the big stage. He's trying bringing things new. The
problem,
the inventiveness is good.
The problem with crazy moves like naval invasions, paradox is they have to be so skillful. They have to be really planned. They have to hit. Everything has to be perfect, or you just waste resources. You just throw stuff away. You get demotivated afterwards. Very important. You know what you're doing there. And now he gets broken in the planes, as I said. And I'm sorry, lads. I have to say it again. As a caster, I also like to be a critiquer. A critique is English. Sorry, a critiquer is what is the Imperial Japanese Navy Focus Suite doing for him right now? Do you see enemy runes? Do you see any special forces?
He's really not utilizing the special forces,
Yeah.
I have to say.
I
He could have way more special forces on the field right now.
Yeah, I'm standing on my point. What a bad hero pick, in my opinion. You have all these focuses, which all cost you 25 days, and they don't do anything for you. You have special forces, yeah, but where he doesn't even use special forces. His special forces are getting circled and dying as they were paratroopers. I really have a hard time thinking about this Imperial Japanese Navy here.
Yeah, he managed to break across the river north, and it's like 2 times away from Lucknow. Problem is just that there's tanks right next to it already, and I think they were just thrown back behind the river, and that will be over very soon there. And yeah, they will. There he goes. But yeah, he's playing another thing, you know, which is maybe pretty interesting. Might see if that works off later or not.
It shouldn't, yeah.
But yeah, it's almost impossible for him to push,
Yeah.
especially in the center, wherever these tank divisions are. You know, the ones with the heavy tanks in them, they are just very, very strong. 900 soft attack, I saw in a few battles there, and there's nothing these small 12 wolves can do against it.
Raidwire, truly a chaotic player who likes chaos on the battlefield, but chaos has to be controlled. A bunch of micro mistakes, not taking adaptable on generals and stuff. He seems a bit overwhelmed, not even doing research anymore. Looks like he's slowly not... there's the excavation from the excavator. But it looks like he's really against the wall here, and the Imperial Japanese Navy pick just was like throwing the game away almost, in my opinion.
Fortunately a bit. I mean, he still has some time to try and come back, but I have trouble seeing how he wants to do that. Fortunately for him, his enemy's also lacking quite a few things on his stockpile in terms of the tanks.
No, he doesn't use heavy and light tanks. I think he loses exactly
He
nothing.
uses heavy tanks in some of his divisions, but I don't think it's
spawn in,
too big.
But the guy has
1.5
1.5k mediums.
Yeah, okay, but I don't... okay, no.
GG. This looks like just a standard player taking down a chaotic guy. You know, in StarCraft, here it is. When you know you're a bit weaker than your opponent, you try crazy stuff, right? You try cheese, you try chaotic stuff, and it can happen sometimes. But against a guy that just plays this game down, a guy that just slowly plays the standard and doesn't die to early harassment like the naval invasion, you're gonna have a good time. And he's getting an easy first game here, in my opinion. Already 500 to 200. And next map, Raidwire needs to make his chaos more valuable, truly.
Yeah. Well, it's going to be Raidwire's map and faction pick next as the loser. So what do you reckon they're going to ban? Do we think we're going to see the, like, it depends if they're picking Axis or allies, but considering that they want to play off meta for today, like they've said that openly, what do you think the map and faction picks are going to be? Like, what do you think they're going to try and head down?
I will always think the off-meta picks is obviously Africa and Scandinavia, which is where you can catch people off guard with knowledge. It's not a big micro war. Raidwire doesn't look like a player that loves micro wars. We see it right here, right? He's getting beaten by the standard Space Marine of medium tanks and infantry, and I don't think he wants that. I'm very sure we're gonna see in Africa or Scandinavia. It really fits his chaotic style. But then again, for what are you banning against Raidwire? Doesn't matter. The guy is so chaotic, you never know what he's gonna pick anyway, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, I wonder what is the next map they're gonna play, by the way?
We don't know. They're gonna.
The loser will choose, yeah. And I'm thinking, I always am fantasizing in my head about the best player of all time, so the GOAT, right? Which is currently Mohammed. Imagine Raidwire would have invaded and done the paradrop at the same time, for example, right? Like pure chaos, right?
Like that would have been crazy. I think he would have actually been able to cap him in that case.
Yeah.
What,
because the other guy barely managed to get back his VPs on the coast, and he even lost his capital. And there's a paradox on daily.
Yeah, what you want to see, right, in a high-level RTS is not one-dimensionalism, only front fare. You attack from the left, you attack from the right, you come from above and below, you attack from all your sides, your enemy is sweating at home, doesn't have enough APM, and just crumbles. And I truly believe, my dear chat, that this is something possible in Hearts of Iron 4. We just saw it in its baby steps here on Raidwire today. You invade, you paradrop, you attack the unsupplied lines, and suddenly your opponent sits at home. Whoa, you have to get your opponent out of the comfort zone, which Raidwire was almost capable of doing today.
Yeah, I think what you're trying to refer to is here the combined arms warfare, which is a thing that you can easily implement because you get so many different viable strategies in this mod, especially from day one on. You don't need to research much to get paratroopers, you don't need to research much to get tanks, so you can actually try and combine it together. And as Tommy said earlier, if he would have combined the big naval invasion with the paradrop, he would have legit just kept the allied player. I don't think he would have raked it in time there.
How do you say it in English? Schwindlig spielen. Make them dizzy. You have to play them dizzy.
Yeah.
You have to make them dizzy. Which I yet miss in these 101s, but Raidwire looks like he has the potential to be someone that makes people dizzy.
He just tried to do another naval invasion,
Yeah,
but that one is also not going to land because reinforcements are going to arrive in time, and Paradrop and Daily also failed, unfortunately.
That looks like a quick GG, 100 health left already. To be honest, this was a stomp. This was a stomp, and I think the first mistake is already, why the hell are you going for Imperial Japanese Navy? I don't really get it, and I stand behind that. All the meta people in chat can tell me it's being, nah. He pretty much just unlocked 50% special forces attack, and he never really used special forces. He has Marines attacking a futile land, a bunch of paratroopers that are supposed to die anyway.
There's a GG. Yeah.
Just, yeah. An easy first game for Cat here from North America. Game numero 2. Very quick your day. Maybe that means Kebab Simulator is gonna happen much earlier, my dear chat. Thank you, Rhododendron.
Hero Simulator was actually funny to watch, I have to say.
That was so fun. What a great game. I talked to
My
Lisa about it, and I would have played
favorite
with
part
her.
about it, Tommy, was you guys gambling and losing the money.
What a great game, though. That is, you know, it's truly, it's in my opinion, it's the year of the indie
Good
games.
afternoon,
Indie games are
Tommy.
so ridiculous this year, man. They're so good. Thank you, Beardo. Like Helldiver 2, and then this Kebab game is so good. Let's go downstairs and
Yeah, that
ask
was
him
really
about their
funny.
pick. GG,
I mean,
boys.
GG,
Yeah, as expected.
because I thought that would. You'll see. You'll see. I'm telling you, I'm doing a very homebrew strat, so we'll see how it's gonna go from there.
Well then, Raidwire, you have the next faction and map pick, putting you into advantage. What is it gonna be, Mr. Chaos Excavator?
China allies.
China allies. It will be for our friend Raidwire.
Surprised, Cat?
Not at all.
Not at all. Me neither.
So, do I get the band now?
Yes, sir.
Yeah.
I ban 5th Guards Tank Army.
Okay.
I ban Japan.
Navy.
Which one?
Yes, Navy.
Okay.
IJN. Okay. So that means the bands are IJN and Panzer Group West, and for the Allies, it's Commonwealth 8th Army and 5th Guards Tank Army. Good luck,
Yes.
everybody.
Alright.
Good luck, you too. What did
They so often ban France, which has not happened yet. It looks like the meta, my boys, is that very often they just look for bonuses on medium tanks, right? And France has not been banned here today, and France is one of the best, isn't it? They have, I mean, look at this one. Armor
They're
tech,
huge.
minus 20
France is
production,
huge.
truck production, production efficiency 15. Shouldn't that be 10, Leonard? Come on. And 10 research. Maybe Legacy of the French Invasion is the strongest focus in the game. Almost, it looks like one of the
The
best.
efficiency base is really strong.
Yeah, that
It's
is
huge,
crazy.
considering they also get Arsenal of Democracy. It's just
Yeah.
wild.
If there was ever ranked, I'd be a France main. Oh no! Like Age of Empires 4, I hated the French, but now they're so strong.
Oh yeah, Jimmy, when are we gonna do our Age of Empires 1v1, by the way? That I gifted 10 subs for.
What? When was that a thing? What are you
I don't know,
talking
and I
about?
gifted you 10 subs with my hard-earned money.
Hard-earned
we play
money.
Age of
You have
Empires
that
2.
money from my bet I did with you and the football bet. What are you
No,
talking about?
that money I already spent on beer.
No, what the hell? I'm not gonna. What? Why would I do that? You would just beat me.
Hey, I gifted 10 subs, but you said you would do it, so...
What? I don't. You show me a clip. I don't remember this.
Oh god, okay. I have to go back in the
I don't pass, Tommy. He will never agree to this. Anyway, Aurora King now picking allies. China. He needs to get a win here. He said, like Mitch said, he wants to play unconventional. He wants to stay in the chaos that consumes him and sometimes even his opponents. And he's gonna try something crazier. He must. If he loses this game, he's out. Already a basic start from him. Improved anti-tank 2. Why, chat? Because they want tanks. Tank guns. Cat, I'm predicting probably also very standard here in a second. And we might have a more standard game here. Let's take a look here in game number 2, where our Ukrainian friend Raid Wire is fighting for his life. One more thing, you have to understand, chat, these people have to win 25 1-on-1s about to get into this final best of 3 on Sunday. So it's a bit hard for me to understand why Aurora King says, I'm memeing a bit today, I'm playing a bunch of meme builds, which I enjoy as from an entertainment perspective. But mate, you had to fight your ass off to get here, and now you're throwing it away with people with Japanese Navy pick on India. I hope
maybe he's a bit too
I
overconfident, you know? Maybe he's a bit too overconfident. He thinks,
knows.
if I don't make it this week, I will make it next week. But maybe next week there will be a new, like, Prodigy on the line.
Yeah,
and that will completely
Mr.
demolish
Mohammed is
everyone.
coming, yeah.
Yeah, Mohammed
Does Mohammed have to qualify, or is he automatically
Oh, yeah,
qualified?
no, he has to qualify. Yeah.
Oh,
he
really
has to
nice.
qualify,
Interesting.
yeah. Mohammed needs to grind next week. That's what he said he was going to start anyway, so yeah.
That's cool.
Everyone needs to grind.
And don't forget, chat, on hoyworlds.com, you can get your tickets to get to Stockholm in May and join the biggest Hoi 4 esports event of all time. You can meet me, Mitch, C-Mops. We can all rub each other's backs. We can share kisses on the cheek. It's all possible if you get your ticket on Hoi Worlds, not 4, hoyworlds.com. No, I'm not inviting anyone to my room. Maybe C-Mops.
Yeah, I think I'm gonna stay in my room.
Yeah,
unless we just, and you know, we can also drink in the lobby, you know.
Look, man,
like last time.
you're gonna meet a lot of old men like me and Bokoen, man. We have to be in bed at midnight, bro. You know.
Just a bit, you know.
Smash Tommy ping pong. I crushed you, Bokoen. I crushed you, okay? And what happened in FIFA, huh, Bokoen? You might beat me in online FIFA when you sit at home with your little Ronaldo setup, but in real life FIFA, oh man, pshoo, Junge. Do we have a clip, chat? Do we have a clip?
I mean, I have a clip of you losing in a ping pong against him.
That's not true. I never lost. I never lost. That's a straight up lie. I beat everybody in ping pong. That is not true.
Did you? I think I don't know.
I
I can't
beat
remember
everyone.
anymore.
I had it on my phone. That is not true. That is a straight up lie.
I still have the VOD of the stream where I filmed you guys playing against each other. I need to analyze
Chat,
that.
go to C-Mops' YouTube and find how Bokoen beats me in ping pong. I beat Bokoen.
I need to check the video really quick again. Wait a second.
I remember that. I remember that crystal clearly. I remember every time I beat my boy Bokoen.
When did? I was just trying. I was like, when did you guys play ping? Of course, I know when you guys played ping pong.
Yeah, that's not
Alright.
true. Anyway,
I'm
I
checking
have
right
this
now.
plan. I don't know if we can do it from logistics, but like we're in Stockholm and we make 2 teams. Like we book out an indoor football field and we have Team Bokoen and Team Tommy, and we play indoor football and we stream
Yeah,
it or
Tommy, I
something.
have to say, in the video, you actually managed to win that match. But I don't know, you guys faced off in multiple matches, so I don't know if you won everything.
I
but
am
that,
very,
okay,
very.
that match
I
you won,
crushed
actually.
everybody in ping pong. I'm very sure about that. Very, very sure. I'm gonna be an asshole here and say that. I'm very sure. But everybody was playing chess, and then I have no chance. Chess, like all these chess.
I'm
people.
also too stupid for chess. I can't think ahead.
Yeah, fuck chess. You have to like think way too much. Pretty basic stuff. Looks like Raidwire becoming a bit more basic. You now understands he is fighting for his tournament life. No, Leonard, that's no.
The
Leonard,
timeout,
why is
Tommy? Is it
everybody
a timeout?
lying?
Is it timeout for him? 1 second timeout? I think so.
Why are you
just
lying,
wait.
Leonard? I remember I have this on my phone. I have this list of everyone I beat in ping pong. I was very arrogant. I just wrote it down.
You have a list of
But
people
you
you
know,
beat in ping
look,
pong.
1 year later, I need the proof because you guys are all lying.
That's funny though. Show us the list. Ping pong beat list.
No.
Do you know if they have like
Hey,
a
you guys can
ping
all
pong table in the
ping-pong me.
space thing?
Sorry?
I don't know about space having a ping.
You know,
pong.
like where we went, where the tournament's gonna be. I hope they have a ping pong table there
Hey,
too.
we
then.
can go anywhere and stream some ping pong.
Sup, Tommy?
Bring one from the studio, have it live on
Boko
stage.
and be a man and admit stuff, okay? I admit you beat me in online FIFA, but you have to admit what happened on the ping pong table, okay?
You have to admit to what happened on the ping pong table.
Boko and
Interesting.
Tommy FIFA. Where's that clip? What is this, Boko? Sorry, what is this? Sorry, one sec. What is this? Sorry, what is this, Boko? What is this? What is this video footage? I don't know. Something we found here in the annals of history. Let's go back to the game where the allies are fighting for their life. Bockwin, come on. So much coping in this chat. But I'm used to it. They are like that. Yeah, very basic starts from both players. I like that our Ukrainian friend, he loves to take the 25% research over 10% factory output. Again, with him, I often don't know, is that good? But I like that he does it. I like that he does it. The standard is more to take 10% factory output, obviously.
Yeah, one thing that's interesting to see if you look at the allied player, he already changed the icon of his units to a tank icon, and he already started building medium tanks. So he's doing the exact opposite as he did last game. He's actually going for a tank build now. Yeah, meanwhile, our Axis player is not building any tanks himself. So
and he's floating out there. Okay.
Switched roles this time, basically.
Oh, he's doing anti-tank infantry build or something. Very interesting. It's not a standard medium tank versus medium tank. Very, very strong. Well, Bokuen, I'm not like you who needs Ronaldo to get anything done.
Ew.
Bokuen is one of these guys. He always looks for like exploits, like the Ronaldo far power shot thing into the corner, and exploits the exploits. Well, there's men, and then there's you. Winter is coming, but not in Game of Thrones, but in Hoi 4. It is an infantry build against a standard tank opener from the Allies. Very interesting, diverse gameplay here.
The IP is actually going for France, probably. Because
he should go for France, probably. He's just all in here. Oh, no, he's going for Shaev.
Yeah,
that's
France.
Yeah, it's France. Yeah, sorry. He's going for
or
France.
Or the USA. It's either or. Very interesting to see. I mean, it's 100% going to be France. I need to check. Like, I didn't check out the French bonus too much here.
So the Allies looking very standard, but a very interesting build from the Axis here. Infantry based. It's Army of Isthmus, I'm pretty sure. Nobody plays Finland anymore. And this was his grand battle plan. And I think he wants... Wasn't there an anti-tank bonus here? The Molotov cocktail. Infantry gets 100% piercing, 100% heart attack. A lot of forest stuff. Special forces get very strong. Enemy cast gets very weak. A lot of entrenchment, which is only good if you actually hold more victory points. Isthmus versus probably France? Yes.
Yes.
Medium
Army of Isthmus is like one of the... I would say the second best special force tree in the Axis line. With the extra heart attack and piercing for the infantry there, and the bonuses for free anti-air and the 800 units of free anti-tank. If you look at that too, it gives the anti-tank 20% more heart attack, 20% more piercing, also 20% less cost. And really, really strong.
It gives you the... Oh, I thought it gives you the recently researched anti-tank, but in his case it would be anti-tank 1. Doesn't have anti-tank 2. Yeah, very different games now, where one guy is playing the standard and the other guy is being a bit more weird with Shelov. And luckily, our Axis player, the Cat, is not doing Imperial Japanese Navy for 15% special forces attack. He's actually doing the real, in my opinion, real special forces tree Army of Isthmus.
Yeah, and the other player is right now going for the tank bonus. He's going for the Navy first, which might actually help him dominate the Navy against the X-player, because I don't think Finland gets a really big Navy. So he might also be able to threaten the enemy's coastline with naval invasions by that, and that's pretty good.
There we go. He's on his way to, in my opinion, the strongest focus in the game, Legacy of the French Innovation. I mean, look at the bonus chat. I don't have to say it again. They are crazy. He's trying to rush it ASAP. And that means the allied player has an unbelievably strong late game, especially with one of my favorite focus, because I've always been a control player, and I think this is the ultimate control buff called the Arsenal of Democracy. A massive, massive, massive industry bonus, which comes very late game. You don't have that much from it, since the game might end. Very good in games that are long. And I feel like the clock is ticking against our friend in the Axis here, who, if you look at the difference in, look at the production chat. He's building the most basic stuff you've ever seen, and then you look at him, flame tank, medium tank, right? It looks so much stronger than what the Axis is doing here. And I hope the Axis player knows what he's doing. It looks...
I mean, maybe the Axis player is just gonna try and swarm his enemy day one. You know, like with just superior numbers. You know, our allied player is investing not into tanks, so he might not have enough infantry to cover the entire front and completely properly. And our Axis player went for Army of the Isthmus, and he's only building guns, so he will have way more infantry. And also Rangers. If you look already, 70 units deployed for the Axis. For the Allies, it's only 21.
Yep.
With none in the training. You know, and that might actually work out. If he doesn't need much piercing to pierce these units, and if he just overwhelms his enemy with 3 times the numbers, he can just let the orc and some heart attack do the damage there.
Frontline micro still matters, not only in knowledge, am I right, Leonard? And both players with good navies. Actually, no navy for the French. The navy will belong to the Allies. He showed behavior of liking naval invasions, and there's once again no naval invasion defense from Cat on the Axis here. He's going actually for this one first. One's truck and mechanized. Interesting.
It's free tank division basically. I mean, the other bonus he could get, weekly manpower, he doesn't really need because he's going for quality over quantity right now. The infantry below that is also not good. I don't know, the equipment capture ratio of 15% seems really nice, especially against the enemy that's doing like a infantry, I don't know, mass assault strategy. You know, you will capture a lot of guns from that. Then you can use those to build your own guns. But I think Raidra might have a hard time here if he doesn't manage to secure a defensive line somewhere, because he's just going to get overwhelmed and then probably snaked. Because right now he's being outnumbered very, very hard. 1-4, and he has no units in the queue. Like, nothing to train.
Yeah, it looks like if he survives the early game, he's got this. But with 12k guns missing right before the battle, 1,200 tanks missing, it looks really bad. I'm sorry to say, but Raidwire looks so unprepared today. He had to fight so many people to get here, and he looks very, very unprepared. I think a lot of normal players that don't play on this high level will beat him here today, since this is a bit throwing it away. Let's see if he knows something I don't know. He needs to dearly hold on to his dear life. Maybe even holding Qingdao. The war is about to start. It's Christmas. What's your favorite Christmas song, Mitch, man?
It's beginning to look a lot
That's a real
like
tough one.
Christmas.
That's a tough one, yeah.
Yeah. Oh, I like a lot of Christmas songs.
You strike me like a Michael Bublé guy.
Oh, absolutely.
There you go.
You know, Christmas has arrived with Michael Bublé is being played everywhere. No, actually, every year around Christmas, I actually sing in like what's it called, like a Christmas,
choir?
But like Christmas music. Well, choir, but also like solo, and we also do like, you know, covers of the Michael Bublé stuff and like.
By the way, guys, last chance to bet, okay? Come on, put your points in. I will close it in a bit. Very soon I will close it. Bet your points now.
Michael Bublé, it is. Christmas is over, and now war begins, gentlemen. And as Leonard's saying, Raidwire is receiving the bill for only farming noobs in the league, and Raidwire looking really bad here in his preparation. He might get rushed down. The early game belongs to the Axis. Can the allies hold? Can he hold? He's not going over the river. Now he's going over the river. They're gonna meet soon. Equipment looking a little bit better. He needs a lot of equipment. He's unlocking reconnaissance bonuses. Ooh, he's over the river. And
I wonder if he's gonna get to
Axis
Type 1
now.
first. Or he's not even trying. At least as of right now, he's not even trying to get to the second VP.
No more
Let's
sieves
see.
for our friend here. Anti-air coming in. Let's take a look at that
And if you
division.
look at the battles there right now, the tanks,
Very
they're actually
basic,
not doing too well against the infantry, even though the infantry outnumbers them 4-1.
100% piercing
That's-
also. And now a big micro war will ensue. And when you have almost tripled he has tripled the divisions than his opponent. The Axis have 3 times more units. And if he plays this early game well and micros it well, he should have it. Needs to wait for supply ups to be connected. Both players have good supply ups here. Sometimes I feel like they should wait before they're connected, before they do anything crazy. And already it looks pretty grim for our allies player here. He has a late game build, but if there's a late game, then you got nothing.
That's what I said earlier. The amount of orc that the X player just has stacked here, you can just constantly keep these units in combat, and I see trade-wise will probably not trade much worse than his enemy is.
He's down AK guns though. There's some positive news here for our allied player. The equipment.
Yeah, but that's because he's training more units right now. Even, you know,
Even
like
more?
the
Wow.
yeah, he has
he's
11 in the
through.
queue. And if
He's
you look
through.
at
He's
his
encircling.
logistics, if you look at his
He's
logistics,
already
tab,
encircling.
you can
Oh,
see
look,
that
he has
he's getting
nothing.
more.
He has no divisions.
Yeah,
He's skinny all one.
If the allied player loses this supply hub next to Zhenju, that whole left flank is going to be absolutely undefendable for him, and this could be really
And
dangerous.
also look at how many unit Cat has in the west of the map. You know, in the mountains where
Yeah.
there's nothing yet. Once they arrive on the front, it's just gonna completely collapse.
It looks like we don't know that yet, caster mantra, but Raidwire is getting stomped here today, looking like he doesn't belong in a cage with Cat. He's even countering now, which is really, really noobish. He countered, you saw that set, and he untrenched himself, now giving a free G9 away, which is supply up. That was very, very sluggish, and Raidwire just looking very weak today. Maybe something he has to reconsider next week of just playing standard and not playing that weird Navy build on India. It looks like a disaster, and we might have a very quick game number 1 here. Game number 2 is coming right up. Don't worry, and then keep up simulator. Yes, everybody wants it. I know.
Nah, he lost the supply in the west, the one across the river now, and that will
Yeah.
just open the floodgates for all of the units to just snake on the
That's
side. If you
pretty
look there,
much GG.
all he has to defend it is like 4 half-equipped infantry divisions.
I like this though,
so-
because you talked about this, Mitch. In the beginning, we were scared that everybody is just playing this medium tank meta. Oh, they're all playing France and they make medium tank space marines. They're getting crushed lately. They're getting crushed. A lot of people are countering this lately, and it's cool that for 4 weeks now we've been playing, and there's always been a different approach. It was never stale and always the same. And France, one of the most banned picks ever, is getting crushed right now. I like seeing that.
There are things, obviously, that I feel like Raid could be doing better with France to use it more optimally. But just because you have the most powerful, it's like you play any MOBA game, anything like that. You play the most like OP build, skill will come into it, and Cat just seems to be absolutely dominating today. I know that Cat also wants to win fast today because they've got work soon, so there's extra incentive for them.
But he's gonna have a nice work day, knowing he is in the qualifiers. Top 16 players fighting for a spot to go to the High Worlds in Stockholm. Will you go, chat? Get your tickets down below.
Yeah, I don't know, man. I don't see much retreating going on here. Radar
He's not giving
I don't
up,
think
yeah.
the only way he could survive is to pull back to his core territory. Maybe he can
Yeah.
hold out a bit longer there, but I don't think he's gonna do that. At least it doesn't look like it right now.
That was just a stomp. Yeah, Nanjing falling. Looks like Raidwire already gave up. Raidwire with a very weak performance here today, we must be honest about. And he needs to find himself again. This is the second week in a row he is fighting in the qualifiers. And again, chat, you have to beat so many people, over 20 people, in a best of 1 to even get here. And now he just kind of threw it all away. I hope next week we're going to see him again and maybe see a new approach from him. But looks like Cat is easily going to the qualifiers. And boy, oh boy, that guy has a long, long flight to Stockholm if he makes it.
Where does he live? Who's USA?
America.
Yeah, he's Middle America as well, so like it's somewhere.
Oh, good.
So was it 6 hours behind me? So 7 hours behind you.
Aye.
So that's at least an 11-hour flight minimum. Like that. I think it took me 14 to get to like Colorado. So that's like that's a long flight to get there.
Aye.
It looks really like that. The beautiful thing about mod is all the different maps. And when you have a map like this with a big front line, something like a France build, something with medium tanks, is harder to pull off. When the narrower the front line, the better quality units are. And very important as players to approach, oh, this is this map. I need to also pick a different faction here. That's
Yeah,
why
I
I'm
mean,
so,
he probably thought, hey, I did this tank strategy against other players before, it's probably going to work out, and the X-Player can anticipated that, and he did his counter to this, you know? On this map, you can really easily out-maneuver the tank builds and early on, especially because the front end is like so big. And yeah, there he capped already.
GG, fastest game ever on the stream, fastest best of 3 ever. Cat taking to 2-0 and easily going ahead here to the qualifiers in some months. GG, let's go downstairs. GG, boys.
I know, GG.
GG, first of all, we want to ask Raidwire, what was wrong today? What do you feel went wrong? Why was this the
I haven't slept
fastest
this night.
stomp?
I slept 3 hours today.
Okay.
Good excuse.
Okay, this is the second week we heard a lot of coping from Raidwire, but maybe in week number 3 we're gonna hear more, see more skill. And Cat,
True.
you
GG, Cat.
did it, Cat. Today you made it to the qualifiers. How do you feel, Cat?
I feel glorious taking down them Russians. It's your turn, Zad. You better make it 2 rounds like I did.
What? What?
Pressure's on. Me and Zad versus these Russians. Our Chronicle.
They're Ukrainians, they're not even Russians. What are you talking
They
about?
make us play 800 ping on Marco Polo and At the Gates map all night for days. They made my
that's what
life
you mean.
miserable.
I'm sorry, I live in the UK. Your pink to me is kind of nice. What you on about?
I guess it's mainly player 1999 that this is my
Caster
issue
Dommy,
here.
best Dommy. Love these Sundays.
Anyway, we still see in the community there's a lot of coping going on. All started by the co-pilot himself, Leonard. Thank you so much for playing, guys. And see you in the qualifiers, Cat. And see you maybe next week, Raidwire.
Yeah, love.
No worries, yeah.
See you guys.
That was a quick game number 1. Mitch, should we go straight to game number 2?
ID's up already in the channel.
Oh, it's already up. Who's playing?
I actually need to translate for player, right?
Ora.
We have Zad, right? Zad?
Yeah, hello?
Hi. And his opponent is Player. Dude, your name is Player? That's your name?
Yes, why not?
Dude, that's like the coolest nickname I've ever seen, to be honest. His
Нормально
name is
ничего.
Player. What a giga chat, bro. Player. This guy, bro. Player. Okay. Gentlemen, welcome to game number 2, best of 3. Mitchman, who of these two fine gentlemen is the lower elo player?
So, I believe... Hold on, I've got to get my
Dot.
message up.
Player.
Before. Yeah, player is the lower elo, so they will have the first map and faction pick.
От меня карту просят, да?
Map and faction pick.
А чё он забанил?
Он не банит еще. Вначале ты выбираешь...
Страну? Он не страну не банит?
Да, ты вначале выбираешь...
At the gates, at the gates, at the gates.
Out the gate.
So we have a live coaching going on here. Okay.
Translations, yes.
Okay, we have a observer drone over the... sorry. At the gates, Stalingrad map. The Ukrainian might feel home here. And you're picking which faction? Почему факционе?
Player, какую фракцию ты пишешь?
Алис.
Alice.
Allies.
Allies.
Allies on Stalingrad. Okie dokie. Simops, you coming? Oh no, who's missing?
See, we're
Already in-
missing player. We're missing player.
Players.
Oh, yeah, okay.
So, Zad, what's your first faction ban?
Well, I'm gonna ban Soviets, or the tank Soviets.
5th Guards Tank Army. Okay.
Yeah.
Black Boys?
Good luck.
Okie dokie. Best of 3. I'm going upstairs. Game number 2. Where's that from? Wait, I want to ask him. Zed, where are you from?
Yeah.
Where are you from, Zed?
Oh, I'm from Ireland.
What?
I'm from Ireland.
Oh, the Irish lad. Hey, how you doing? Hey. So Conor McGregor versus Khabib. Okay. Ireland versus Ukraine. Wow. Finally an Irish representative in Hearts of Iron for esports after me. And we have a very, very surprising pick, in my opinion, where our Ukrainian friend, player, chose allies on at the gate. Something we've never seen before. Normally players go, oh, I go allies Africa, I get a free win, you know. What a really inconvenient pick. Very, very interesting to see that. I have to open my email because food is on the way. Nice. Also, chat, is Habibi streaming? Is Absolute Habibi streaming?
I don't think so.
Where's that
Nope.
guy? We need to play some kebab later.
He's probably still sleeping, right? Okay,
Probably,
I mean,
yeah, that's... Yeah, true, it's 11 in the
like
morning
it's
or
like
something.
9 a.m. or 8 a.m.
True,
on a
yeah.
Sunday.
Oh, shit. I can see my food coming. Like, he has a ship in his neck. I can see when he's coming. Oh, the game has crashed.
Oh, I think we might be re-hosting because he couldn't connect.
Ukraine, no connect.
What kind of food did you order?
Bro, where I live, there's so much food. It's so sick. And we're ultra addicted to tonkotsu ramen with wontons.
Oh.
You know what that is?
Wonton is like noodles, right?
No,
Like some
it's like a really dog ramen. Oh, so fucking good. And very good ingredients. And wonton is like a ravioli, like an Asian ravioli, filled with...
Yeah, like a noodle. That's
Yeah,
what I
yeah,
meant.
yeah.
It's like a noodle filled with
Yeah,
something.
come on,
That's
a
nice.
noodle is something different than a ravioli. Come on.
Yeah, I'm cooking
Come on,
much
man.
right now. I need to go up in a bit and check the pot, and then I will be
Go
back
up?
a bit.
Oh, look at that. You know when people are rich, Chad, when they say I'm going downstairs, I'm going upstairs. That's when people are rich.
Yeah, I mean, I need to go outside, upstairs, outside onto our
What? To the second house.
patio,
What?
to my grill because I have it on the.
This guy, bro. Living
Otherwise,
in a
the
mansion.
whole house smells like goulash, and then other people will complain.
There he is. Player can connect. There we go. God damn.
Is it just called Player? Player 1999. Okay.
Player.
1999.
It's Ukrainians, man. They're different, man. They just call themselves player. I'm telling you.
I mean, I know less creative names. A friend of mine called Timo. He called himself Timo everywhere.
Wow.
That's,
Dude, I was bowling yesterday. I was in a German bowling alley. And you know how,
Oh, nice.
you know that, Simobs, how normie Germans, they go to the bowling alley, and when you look at their display, what they call themselves in the bowling stats, right? They always have these German nicknames. Ralle, Mulle, Katze, Stinky, Ronny 5000. They always, German normies, they always have these nicknames.
We always just enter one letter because we're too lazy to like type out the entire name.
That's Gigachan, yeah.
C-Bubs, ready up.
Oh, sorry.
Let's go.
Ronny 5000.
Let's go. Boy, I couldn't sleep all night. Lisa's younger brother was sleeping here. He's like 14 and he has like a girlfriend now, right? So I'm sleeping on the couch and she's sleeping in the next room. And I'm sleeping, right? I'm old man. And I'm waking up and I hear... and he called with his girlfriend all night. All night long they were on a call. Just talking. Like young love. It's kind of cute. And I couldn't fucking sleep, man. What the fuck? I slept like 3 hours, man. And I don't complain like Raidwire. Fucking kids, bruh. Fucking kids. Anyway. Could you mention my girlfriend non-subs? No, so subscribe. Player on the allies. Zed on the axis, man. Mitch, I want to hear your opinion. Player choosing allies Stalingrad map first. Never seen before. Where's the advantage? What is he looking for here?
I think we're going to see quite a few tank builds coming out here from player. I've just got that feeling, and he wants to try and get a game out the way, maybe as France or as one of the potent factions. Obviously, Panzer West is like the go-to band for the Axis, whereas if you're playing as allies, there's a few more tank options. That are more optimal, should we say? So they probably want to make sure that they get at least one tank game under their belt right away.
Yeah, I mean, I can see that player already researching maintenance company improved anti-tank, which most likely will result in him building tanks later. So that's a good prediction there. Fortunately, not too much from our Axis player.
Yeah, Mitch, a bit quiet. Can I make you louder? No, I have you on the loudest. Yeah, you're more quiet than last time.
Oh,
like 20% or something.
Saying, hang on, let me just. Oh, that's loud. What's going on here?
I'm predicting we're going to see a very standard game here, which I like. Once in a while, I like to see a standard game. I like to see a standard. Both players, already big tank build coming out of player. Young Ukrainian lad. Actually, 99. He's not that young.
Yeah, he's 2 years older than me.
Damn.
No.
3 years older than me, yeah.
Wait, C-Mubs, you were born in the 2000s?
Yeah.
Jesus, you're like a child, bro.
No.
Dude, do you have like a driver's license? Where's your mother?
Yeah, I have a driver's license.
Wait, here's the real one. Pre or post 9/11?
Post.
Oh no,
dude. C-Mobs, man. I can't be seen with you people who think I'm like into kids.
Like everybody I talk to tells me I look like I'm 35 or something.
That's true. You look actually
you look
27.
older than me.
Yeah, that's true. All these young fellas. Mamma mia.
Oh, my fellas.
Imagine being young playing Hoi 4. What happened in your life?
Hoi 4, man. Hoi 4
He's already done. I was born after 2008. Look, when anyone in this chat born after 2008, I can't take you serious.
Yeah, are the people that born after 2008 even allowed to be here? Are you like 5 years old? I think you're not allowed to be on Twitch.
What, you trying to sell me cookies? Huh? Millennium Dawn is like 1949 to him. What is this 9/11 event one? What's this? What, war in Afghanistan? What is that?
There are 2 bushes?
I will go check the goulash really quick. I'm gonna be back.
Jesus, man. Are they ready? No,
players ready? We're just waiting on Zad.
Damn, young people, man. Young people.
I didn't know Zad was from Ireland. I'm here for some British Isles representation. Like
that's cool, yeah.
Like, yeah, Republic of Ireland, Stan. Yeah, I'm here for that.
Ireland like goats. I just talked to an Irish guy yesterday. I was in a playground and there was an international couple and they were an Irish-British couple and he's from Galway.
Ooh,
West Ireland.
Very nice. Very nice. Very nice. Cool. Part of my family are Irish, but it's that's a history. That's an interesting.
Yeah, every time you talk to people there, it's like a very delicate history. Very like outsiders like me. I don't know anything about this stuff. There was like a famine and blah blah blah. But when you talk to British and Irish people, there's always like it's a very touchy subject.
Yeah, the British spent about 500 years absolutely being evil towards Ireland. So it's kind of amazing that Ireland has turned out relatively okay, considering the traumatic childhood it had as a country. Like, You know how they say like certain trauma breeds like either really strong people or serial killers. Ireland luckily missed out on the serial killer thing so far.
Ireland did a great move, which is making their corporate tax one of the lowest in Europe, and thus becoming really rich. Yeah.
So very true.
Every time I get YouTube money, it's always Ireland sends
Google
you.
Ireland. Google
Ireland is sending you speed 4. Yeah.
Yeah. Oh, I think someone.
If you ever make a company, chat, put it into Ireland.
I'm just trying to get my I need my dad to get his Irish passport, and then I can get an Irish passport, and then I can move my company there, and it would be so much better for me.
Yeah, they told me on the playground, there's a deal between Ireland and Britain. You guys have free movement. You can just go and work there and stuff.
Free travel zone. Yeah.
Look at the allies. He was changing a mill, and then at almost 90% turned it off at 93. He put it on the bottom. Like he wants that. I don't get that. I don't understand what happened here.
So I see what they're doing. This is converting mills. So they're getting them ready to store. So they keep the
sieves.
The sieves for longer.
Oh, that's so genius.
Them,
oh, look, he puts them down again.
They flip instantaneously.
Wow, I've never seen that. That is so clever. That's brand new.
Conversion. That's big brain. That's really big brain. Holy hell. I love that.
Doc is saying he's waiting for the conversion advisor, because then some.
Yeah, because the conversion advisor makes it 20% cheaper. So these ones that he build up to 80% basically, they will finish instantly then.
Wow.
Isn't that a waste of 50 PP? You get
I don't know.
anyway,
I wouldn't say it's a waste.
Later.
I think it's a waste of his building capacity right now.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's true.
He could be having these a lot earlier, but maybe this way he can convert them a lot quicker. I don't know. You have to calculate it. It could be good, but also could be bad.
Yeah, if the macro's there and like you then say start a construction queue after that, and then it's one of those things of once that construction queue completes, all of those auto convert. Like by the time say war starts, I feel like that could be pretty good.
Yeah, war economy does the same. Yeah, they say. Interesting. I like how
it makes I think 10% cheaper, no? Yeah, compared to partial. It makes
what are the two banned factions again?
Panzer Group West and 5th Guards Tank Company are banned.
We never see a lot of German play. Interesting tactic. I wonder if
it's for German pie. Oh wait, what?
Okie dokie. Very standard game right now. Very standard openers. One little surprise here from the Access. 25% research is taken on 10% factor. I love when people do that. But look, as the king of research in Hoi 4, Mr. Technocrat over here, the problem with research in Hoi 4 is you need a long game. Research only hits well if a game is long. Who cares if you have 5 resource slots and a lot of research if the game is over in 10 minutes, right? It's not gonna, you have no value from it. The longer a game goes, the more research will hit well. Which is why research is so strong in single player, where you go to 9045, etc. About research, I can tell you a lot, guys. Yeah, so technocracy is a great government, Anyway, so very interesting, that choice. Allies is gonna probably go for War Echo here. Yep. What I already feel about these guys, they are very prepared, unlike Raidwire. Raidwire felt really unprepared. And it looks like these guys know exactly what they're doing right now. I like seeing that.
Yeah,
also, once again,
like
two unknown players, which I like too.
Mm-hmm.
I wonder in the top 16 if we see a big surprise, like like some random guy called Zed making it to Stockholm, but Dankers doesn't or something. Gonna be quite interesting. He is.
I honestly, with how the playoffs are gonna play and how what we've been seeing in these qualifiers, I feel like there could be some really big upsets.
Oh yeah. He took 10%. He's floating PP. He's we see small little mistakes coming off player. Small little mistakes. Yo, chat, you want to hear something really arrogant, Tommy K style? I think I'd be a good coach. I really think that. I would watch your game and be like, there, you're floating. There, you need to do this. I think I'd be a good coach.
I really, like, I've said this before, I really want to see the level of this, like, grow so much that we get, coaches, teams coaches, especially when we get like 3v3s or 4v4s, and just having that extra person where they're absolutely just watching the games and like coaching. Oh,
like in Counter-Strike or something, that would be funny.
Yeah, exactly.
Rocket Audi and Paratroopers. I like the Rocket Audi, something different here. Oftentimes I have an issue with Rocket Audi, whereas they research Rocket Audi but never use it. And that's, I'm saying it again and again, even I know a lot of you guys just play chill Hoi 4 with your friends. if you research something, if you put an effort into a type of equipment and then never use it, that's a huge mistake, which we sometimes still see on this high-level 101s here, where people research stuff and then not use it. So let's hope he does it early. The good thing with Rocket Audi, if you make it early, you still have brain time to put it in. But if you have Rocket Audi in the middle of a micro what, you ain't gonna build a Rocket Audi.
Yeah.
And there it is, France versus Romania. This is...
I really wonder when he's gonna start picking these like advisors, because like I don't know, right now he's basically not building anything with his factories. Like these mills could have been done half a year ago, and they could already be gathering efficiency. You know.
Yeah. I mean, we need like an AI to figure out if this is efficient. It doesn't feel efficient. It doesn't feel efficient. But I would say, friends, this is the gold standard. Right now we're seeing a pure standard game. Romania versus France, medium tank versus medium tank. Very, very standard, which I like because it means micro is going to matter a lot.
Yeah.
Paratroopers
Tank on
doing
tank combat
research
is also
for
pretty
the
fun.
Axis as well, which is nice. So they might be trying to mix in some air.
But the Axis player seems to be doing the build that Radra did on the Allies on India earlier, or on the Axis on India. Yeah, on the Axis on India earlier. You know, like the light TDs with infantry. But in that regard, the Radra lost. But the tanks, this guy's building are the exact same as the ones that Radar built. That just that these guys are a bit more expensive, but they have the same stats. I don't know what he exactly did different than Radar.
Yeah, you weren't around in the past, but they all play that light tank. They all put it in just for the bonuses. They're very... That tank is very beloved. We see that a lot.
Let's see if it on this map it can maybe counter.
Actually Hungary. It's actually Hungary, which also has the tank bonus. 15% production bonus.
Oh yeah, wasn't Romania getting bonus for light?
But he's not going for it. He's going for...
Yeah, Romania has TD production cost reduction, but Hungary has just tank production reductions. So it's really interesting that they've gone for that light TD, because it kind of is essentially off meta to their current pick.
Yeah, I don't know if you've seen that, Simos, but there's a Chinese guy called Dark, and he was clever. Chinese guys, they always find little cheat codes, huh? He realized you make a fake tank destroyer, you make a tank that's a tank destroyer, but it's not really supposed to be a tank destroyer. And then the tank destroyer bonus of Romania applies to that tank. And yes, you lose some breakthrough, but your production gets ridiculously nice. It's like a fake tank destroyer, which is actually very clever when they came up with that. Who's Zed? Zed's dead, baby. What's that, huh? What is that, huh? Simops? Young man?
I don't know.
Oh, I'm so old. Mitch knows that. Mitch knows it instantly, right? Who's Zed, baby? Zed's dead. You know that.
Oh,
Mitch,
no,
come on.
I actually don't. Sorry.
Wow, I'm genuinely old. Wow.
What is it, Tommy?
Pulp Fiction, guys.
Pulp Fiction, I've watched it like, I don't know, 3 years ago, but I can't remember any, like,
Bruce
everything
Willis
that's
takes his bike.
Yeah.
I think I watched it in German. So
I've definitely seen Pulp Fiction loads of times, so I think it's just my brain's not working.
God damn, I feel so old lately.
Although I'm more of an Inglourious Bastards kind of person.
Do you have a quote?
What, from Inglourious Bastards?
Yeah.
Oh, many. It's like, but I don't think anything I can say on a stream for over a World War II game.
Dominic
actually, no, I can. Wait, I can.
Oh, here we go.
Buongiorno.
Do you know what it is?
yeah, that's was it Brad Pitt that said that?
Yeah.
As I said, man, like I watched the movies in German, so I don't know the English phrases.
Nice. You fixed it though. You fixed it.
But for Pulp Fiction, the German voice actors were actually pretty good, I have to say.
But I was actually just watching. I never watched German stuff, but Lisa's brother was here, and we were watching One Piece, Netflix real life One Piece, and the German voices were great, and the show was really good. The art style and the costumes, I was very impressed. I thought it's just trash, but it was really, really good.
Yeah, I don't really watch anime, so I can't tell.
It was real life stuff with real people. Kind of cool.
Oh, they have real life.
Yeah, it's actually really good. It's actually really
cool.
nice to watch.
And I might watch that then.
Oh, I'm not big on anime myself, but there is an anime show on Netflix that I do recommend to everyone, which is Blue-Eyed Samurai. Oh, fuck, that show's so good. So good.
I'm kind of out of anime nowadays. I just wait for One Punch Man season 3. But like the kid, right, Lisa's brother, he loves Jujutsu Kaisen, which is like a big anime right now. And he told me the next season comes out in 2025. They have to wait till 2025. And stuff like this made me quit anime. You have to wait 50 years until the next season. I'm like, okay. At this point, I don't know if I'm even alive anymore.
But it's gonna be great, man. The cavalry build revival from the Axis player here.
Yeah, calf. Hungary with
I
big,
just don't
big
know
calf
if
bonuses.
wait a second, that might explain why the light tank is a bit more expensive.
Ooh.
Yeah, he increased the speed of the light tank that
Mongolic
he's building.
hordes. The Mongol
Because so
hordes.
it's it fits the speed of the thing of
Yeah,
the
yeah.
cavalry. Because if he would have built the same tank that the expert built on the last map, it would have been cheaper, but therefore it would have had no speed. But compared, yeah, it makes sense now that he's going for the speed because he's building the cavalry. And the cav, as we saw on this map, can be extremely strong. And he also has 80 of those, 80 of those again against like
80,
this
yeah.
time with a few more units.
So, Chad, why is he doing it?
uh,
That's why. That's why he's doing it. Crazy calf bonuses. Interesting build. What if the Mongols invaded Stalingrad? We're gonna figure out today. And what if the French defended Stalingrad? Basic medium tank French versus the hordes of horses. The Rohirrim are coming from the west. Where was Rohan when Poland fell? Question we will answer today. Hungary.
But like,
versus
the
France.
cavalry builds are always great, man, because
Oh,
the
I
cavalry
have to
is
go to the
quick
door.
and you have so many of
FK
those,
5
so the
seconds.
people tend to throw them away a bit.
I wonder how you do the Theoden Rohan speech in Hungarian, like the
Hungarian? I don't even know if the movie got translated to Hungarian. You know, that's one thing that like completely, like that blew my mind a few years ago when I found out that in some other countries, that are not that big, they don't have all of the movies translated. They just watch them with subtitles. Like I don't know, in Sweden I think, or in the Netherlands, there's so many movies that are not that's translated into Dutch. They're just like English, and that just blew my mind because in Germany, like almost everything is translated, even if it's bad. But
Well, it's
damn.
because of Germany is a far more global language than Swedish, for example. But Sweden has actually got. Sweden is one of those that does get a lot of translations because they translate it to Swedish for the rest of the Scandies.
Oh, because all of the most Scandinavian countries also speak Swedish, or at least there's the language is similar to it.
language, yes, or they're also all very good at English. Like the Netherlands, like there are parts of the Netherlands that speak English better than the parts of the UK. But anyway, war has been declared. Yeah, Sweden, and the Netherlands, two next like the countries that speak English. The closest in Europe is obviously UK, Ireland, and then it's the Netherlands, then it's Sweden, I think, on that list. Anyway, one VP or going to each side so far. So Voronezh.
Yeah, the
and,
Hungarians also moving in very quickly. He's just missing a lot of equipment. If you check it out, he's missing 900 tank destroyers right now, which might be problematic early on because right now, as we see that in Tambov, for example, he can't pierce the tanks.
Yeah.
That will maybe fix itself in the future when he gets enough tanks, but it's going to take quite a while for him to get that many.
Yeah, and I like this from the ally play as well. They're not cannibalizing the spawn in Division Blindy, the second tank division from France there that's currently protecting Stalingrad. That is a decent division because it also has medium AC in it. So its piercing is... Wait, its piercing's really low, excuse me?
It depends on the kind of cannon the tanks in the division have. I can check that. They're called Zomua S35.
It's the M10 tank destroyers are the anti-tanks.
So yeah, okay, sorry. I meant like the normal medium tanks in the spawn into tank division. They are really bad. They have like a light cannon too. They have like barely any attack and piercing.
Oh, okay. So it's division numbers that are screwing with that. I see. I see.
But yeah, there's a lot of combat going on. The cavalry pushing its way through, even though it most likely can't pierce all of the tank divisions yet at the moment. It's still like having the numerical superiority. What's keeping the allied player alive in this case compared to the allied player from last game is that he actually has a lot of infantry to cover his front line, Last match we only had I think he had barely 30 divisions, and this allied player has 70, so he can cover his front line way more. And there is an encirclement at Borisoglepsk. The people in Tommy's stream can also see it. Yeah, okay. There was 6 or 7 divisions in there. Pretty strong.
Yeah, sorry. Big encirclement, big moves here. Really strong start here from our allied player. 3 VPs up to them. But our Hungarian player, the Axis player, is also doing a lot of work to kind of stabilize the line. There isn't really any huge gaps. They're using the most of their cavalry to try and exploit the south. But the allied players weren't ready for them. This is a really,
13
really
months,
good
let's go.
Hey, Tommy.
Sorry, the baby almost choked itself.
Oh no.
It's very normal. They always do that.
Like, babies always just try to like kill themselves in all
the
ways
first
possible.
years is just save them from killing themselves. That's the beginning. The Axis players be so careful east of Stalingrad. He's in an ultra bad supply zone.
Another encirclement in the north here.
Four.
Yeah, that's now 9 total, I think, that have been encircled.
And these Colonial divisions are not cheap, you know, like they require more guns than
They're
normal
very
infantry
good, yeah.
divisions, and they also have a lot of support companies, including these
That
tanks.
hurts. I don't understand that this East Stalingrad thing is it's such a death trap of supply. He saved them. Oh, he saved them. He saved 2 of them or something. But a good
I mean,
micro.
he could have supply there if
he
you
last
just
ended them.
put the empty territory there.
But look at the Axis logistics. He's so in the hole. So in the hole for guns.
Yeah, like
that's
these
the
cavalry
weakness of
divisions
Cav.
really require a lot.
Don't forget,
But his
chat,
light tank
cavalry needs
deficit is
more
getting
guns than
lower.
infantry. Another
He already
encirclement.
lowered the deficit.
Oh, the East is falling apart. Huge mistake going in that no supply zone. Never ever, boys, go into red supply. 5 divisions down. This is devastating. Should never ever go in that supply zone there. Huge mistake.
Might have misclicked there. There's 6 divisions as well, just the full stack that aren't moving, and he's just opened the gap. If there's
what
a
is he
tank division
doing?
north of it.
Rumble fell in the north, so the VPs are taking the other way around
Oh
now.
no, it's been pinned. Oh, we might see it. We might see another encirclement here.
He's
in the
not
south.
doing
Another
anything.
7th
Yeah, he's
division.
getting crushed.
Oh, it's so close.
Oh, he's done. And he's unorging himself. He will insta-die. This is a massive strike here against no more Mongolian Schwarzing. He doesn't deserve it. We have to turn that off. This is the time of the French.
And he got encircled Tambov again in the north, guys. 5 more units gone there.
Start playing the
I was gonna tell, hey man, he almost managed to get rid of the missing light tanks that he's missing the logistics set, but it's just because he lost so many divisions that it's lower.
Oh, he's getting crushed.
6,
This is
10,
a massacre. It's a black hole.
15 units encircled right now.
And this is you know, if this would be Raidwire and we interview him, it would be some cope. This is just micro mistakes. End of story. Micro mistakes should never ever be east of Stalingrad. There is no supply there. What is Tommy saying? Supply is king. F4, most important button in the game. And you're just giving them away. And he's now losing so many divisions. He saved them with a nice move here. But he's taking so much damage. He can't produce enough guns. More encirclements in the north. He's getting crushed. He is getting crushed.
He also can't wait around is the thing. He knows he's playing the French. Like, he's playing the French, who are like one of the most, you know, snowballing factions we have. Like, once they get going, they go. You have to try and beat them early. So I understand this early aggression, but it just really hasn't paid out for them. The division design isn't quite right to come up against these divisions. They didn't quite get to certain objectives fast enough, and the allies have just been allowed to hold. And then, yeah, the mistakes of going into those low supply regions.
He already has 21 divisions in the hole. He started with 80, he's now down to 59.
1 to 280 also. 1 to 280. A big disaster for our young Irish friend Zed. You're playing Hungarian cavalry hordes and having a lot of micro mistakes, in my opinion. Oftentimes people, the build. No, this has been a micro mistake. And small mistakes on this level can mean a lot. He's pushing back a bit. He's taking Mikhailovka back. And he is stabilizing a bit. He is down only 2 points. If he wouldn't have lost all these encirclements because of bad micro, he will look quite nice right now.
I mean, just as a thing, right? Like the level here. We dunked on Raidwire earlier, but currently Zad has lost as many as Raidwire lost in that entire duel game right now already, and we are not even 60 points down. In terms of VPs, there's a lot of VP time to go into this, so unless there's a huge breakthrough, we could see this flip back, but like I said, France snowballs.
There was just a really weird comment in chat that said if Zed had hands, he would have won. What? Huh? And yeah, he's stabilizing a bit, but he doesn't. Does he pierce enemy tanks? No, 0 piercing. That's a bit of the weakness of this build. Sure, you have rocket audience stuff, but you don't pierce enemy tanks at all. That is really bad. The French tank build looking amazing here. 2 more divisions. Getting saved. Zed is alive. He is alive and he's microing. He's not done yet. Looking for concerns, but he can't get any green bubbles. He is now actually piercing them. How? Maybe rockets? He's still alive. He's trying. Imagine he had the 20 divisions.
The center now. That's pretty good there.
Yeah, he's out of the light tank deficit now on the axis.
Yeah, that's was the big thing that hurt him in the beginning, because now he can actually pierce these tanks and deal a lot of damage to them.
3 divisions insta down. He's just getting chipped away slowly, man. I like the patience from player 1999 here. Playing very calm. Damage, chipping away of the strength. More and more divisions go down.
Also, what we can see is player 1999 is actually picking focuses constantly. Meanwhile, the X-player has been floating focus time for quite a while already. He still has 2 army advisors that he didn't pick yet. Not sure if those would actually give him any bonuses though, but yeah, he could spend a lot of stuff here right now.
We're seeing a good old overwhelmedness, something you don't see from the best of the best, like Mohammed never does that. Not taking focus, not taking research, always a sign for us casters. This man is sitting at home like, oh. He is microing his ass off, and he is in tunnel vision.
He got encircled again in the north.
Very unfortunate,
but he might be able to break out there. Might be able to break out.
He's trying, but
yeah,
he's losing more and more and more. They're going down here in a sec.
We'll say though, VPs
nice.
have flipped now to the Axis favor.
Oh wow! Wait! Yeah, what? How? What? He's winning.
He took Tambov and
He's winning.
Yeah, this north was a push. It's the supply zones did flip, and like, yes, he's been losing his divisions, which is rough, but he has been taking ground because the supply is just ruined up here for our allied player.
Damn, I'm shocked. He's like looking almost good now.
Yeah, the main issue here is he's lost a lot of troops, and now he has to play. He has to hold 4 VPs for the majority of the game. Because, like I said, the French scale. The French scale so well. Vive la France already coming in as well. So, like, it's just Arsenal democracy left. 50 days.
Yep.
50 days, and then the consumer goods are going to get huge. And then afterwards, just more bonuses are going to come in. Like, if the French tree grabs Armored Honeypot and the Fisher's Body design works, it might as well be over. Their industry is going to be unchaseable. There is legitimately nothing the Hungarian player can do to outscale the industry. Yep. It's just a desperate defense at that point. It's going to be, okay, more men to the meat grinder. How many more people? Like, true Stalingrad. He's going to have to true Stalingrad in somewhere else on the map. He's got to hold these territories.
I don't like that the other players in the south so deep. You see, there's like almost 10 divisions not being used at all. Normally, players never fight for this chat because there's nothing here, no supply at all. And this could all be in the north actually helping him. There's a lot of openings, but then again, the issue is F4 right here, the red bubbles. Losing supply ups is the worst thing that can happen to me here. He is probing it, but getting a green bubble here. No one has any air going on. Gets instantly countered. Both players on a high level, love it. How about the counter though? Beautiful counter.
I wonder if we're going to see the new map at all today.
Oh, true, there's a new map. Yeah, no one is picking it. Poor developers. They're all too scared of it. Oh, who doesn't like ramen? And now you see that what happened. This is high level 4. He attacks on entrenches on orcs, and then you counter, and you get a free win. That's how you do high level 4. And that's a nice crush. No supply up close to.
These tanks are just getting completely slaughtered by the cavalry divisions here.
Yep.
These light tanks are really paying off to counter this strategy here.
I'll take a look again at this. He's playing infantry division. Look at that. You're telling me the 30 piercing is enough, right? The 30 piercing is enough. Light tanks are really strong.
He's gonna get 3 tanks encircled. Yep, there they go. And he's gonna get another one, another 3 tanks maybe if he's lucky here.
Holy shit, there's a last tank going in, but they've just been broken out, so 2 of those are going to get.
Yeah, wow.
It could just open the gap a bit
more.
That
one light tank is piercing all these tanks, which is kind of what breaks this whole medium tank meta. And you could almost argue, is this France pick still so good? This is the second time we might see it lose now. I can't believe he's coming back from this. I can't believe it. Breaking for the south, a lot of micro happening here, crazy micro wars on all sides.
Look at this counter breakthrough 3 just got encircled deep in the lines there from Zad. He might have just got overconfident there. It is a slow and insidious killer, and Tambov is now also back under threat.
I mean, we saw it. He can afford to throw away some of his units and still. Oh my god, guys in the south!
South.
Yeah. But so many units doing nothing here. I told you, he needs to put them in the middle. They're doing nothing there. They're so needed. This is a real micro right now. Love it, love it, love it. The stockpile of France looking amazing. He has everything. Getting 4 kills. He's still in here.
He's gonna get
now
capped.
Comes the counter.
Nice. He's gonna get capped.
Oh,
he's gonna get capped. He is so gonna get capped.
The cavalry is quick enough, right? He's
to
sending
spawn something.
units there, right? He's sending units to deal with that, right?
He's Shalino. Oh god. Nah, he shouldn't
No,
get
he's not.
captured.
He's in
Right, he's sending units there.
He's not.
Oh, look at infantry snaking in there now into the snake.
He has a lot of time. He has time. He has time. He got
I don't know.
I think our ally player just needs to control B. Needs to control B, like mass redeploy a load of troops in there. But the thing is, this is ruining the industry on the player that is already down on industry.
And don't forget they can delete factories.
Yeah, they can if they're smart, they'll delete factories here. This will be huge.
Only 60
I don't
guns missing for
think
the Hungarians here. He's coming back. He's coming back. Oh god, oh god, oh god. This is a huge industry destruction going on.
I don't know, man. Like the LP is gonna get a lot of his infantry encircled now once Rostov
Yeah,
falls.
that's the
If it
issue.
falls.
Yeah, they're all encircled now. But there's counter circle in the middle. Oh, what's gonna happen? How much CAF is going down? 3 divisions going down. What are the kills like? 400k to 700k. This is a massacre on both sides. The Allies still leading hard in kills here. But now losing all of
Yeah,
them.
if he gets his economy rolling, he can maybe eventually turn this around in late game. There's still a lot of points left for both players here right now. And he's just got the outcome of democracy, yeah.
France is
He's
now
only repairing
unkillable
infrastructure though. He's not
production.
building any factories or converting anything, but he still has, I guess, big bonus.
This
from
is a
there
sweaty
also.
game, man. A lot of people will have crumbled already. Jesus. This is micro heavy as it gets. I
It's
love
really
it.
messy too. It's really messy.
I actually have no idea who's winning right now. I have no idea. I have no clue.
This is the command.
Another encirclement coming in the center.
Yeah. He's not paying attention. This is a micro test.
Might be able to break it out though.
Look,
There's
he
a lot
could
of
use
units
all of
around it.
that. He could use all of that self stuff. It's not being used at all.
Okay, there's 3 more gone, and there's a big encirclement coming in. If he sees this, there's 7 more units. Oh no.
Hungary not doing anything.
He doesn't see it. He doesn't see it.
Oh, he's not reacting.
Oh, wait a second. Wait a second. He's going in. Oh my god, the counter
Why
encirclement.
did you see that? Ah, what the fuck? Dude, he just played meter. I'm like, what? What? That was so good. I didn't even. What? I'm like,
Oh, this is
speechless.
That's some good play.
Oh,
That's
no.
some good play.
what
There
the
might
hell?
be a big encirclement Mikhailovka or a counter encirclement Mikhailovka.
Oh,
One
the
of
9.
those.
He needs to move. Oh, I need to micro. Dude, I
Nah,
love
okay,
to see
he's
player
gonna,
cam right
he's
now.
gonna be fine. I think he's gonna be
I
fine.
love to see player cam. You just gotta click, 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 bam, bam, bam. That's right, control groups, chat. Control groups. You need control groups, man.
Oh, he's gonna save the encirclement.
saved
Counter,
it. Oh my
counter, the
God.
counter encirclement. Look at this.
Oh.
The countering of the counter encirclement. Counter.
Oh,
Maybe if it stops getting pins.
Boris.
Oh my gosh.
Boris is falling though. Oh my god, this is
Boris
a
is
pure
blush.
micro check. I love it. I love it, love it, love it. I'd love to see
Focus,
player
focus
cam
is
right
empty
now.
now. Oh, wait a second. He took the other tile though.
Oh, I'd love player cams right now. I want to see
Is he
the
gonna
micro.
get it now? Is he gonna get it now?
Has it for now? They're
Fuck,
very
fuck, they're
under.
back. They're encircled again.
Yeah, he got it. He's killing it. The kills are
And
very
I
good for the
think
French.
if the X-Men keeps
500,
losing units at
800.
this rate, I think he will lose this eventually because
you mean
the
French
Atlantic
winning
economy is just
again?
gonna get too strong. Yeah, France is completely green stockpiles. There's 2,000 medium tanks on stockpile on France here. 2,000 medium tanks on stockpile.
Yeah, France is so in like the only thing that's going to be at risk for France right now is manpower, and France gets a weekly manpower buff. So as long as the
And he's gonna
losses
take
aren't too
Tambov back and
bad-
encircle
he's
even
gonna
more
take-
units there.
Tambov, like the supplies back. He's got the hub in Boris, and yeah. This is. I mean, the thing is, his attention goes in the center, which is allowing our Axis player to gain a little bit of ground back. But yeah, this is a brutal battle. I was gonna say an allegory for this battle is you've seen that scene in Saving Private Ryan where they both run out of ammo and the guy throws his helmet at someone. That's what this is like. That's what this is like. It's like they're both just throwing everything at this fight.
I thought if the Hungarians would have had the better early game, not losing 20 divisions,
Yeah,
could have been
they're
very
encircled.
different.
Yeah.
He has a lot of tank.
And yes,
divisions, so
obviously,
that's
Nave,
really
you are very impressed because actually there's micro happening for once, something you don't know much about.
Damn!
And this is, I'm very
Uncalled for.
impressed.
Uncalled for.
There's the Strokermans and oh wow, he
And there's a
GG'd,
GG.
who GG'd? That's Hungary GG.
I think the Axis player did it.
That's Hungary GGing. Hydra.
Wow.
Hydra GG, man. What the hell?
Even though, wow.
Woo.
Wow. I knew it was not
Damn.
the 40 cavalry, but
I think
who
that's
lost
Axis
that?
GGing. Damn, that was crazy.
Axis GGing. So Zad's gonna get the map and faction pick next.
Wow. That was
oh, allies
really
won,
cool,
huh?
man.
Allies
Jeez.
won. Allies.
That's what we want to see in Stockholm, man. These high-level micro games.
32 months, brother,
down
hoping
this,
for
let's go down
another
this.
32.
I like how his
Hope
coach is
you've
in the
been well.
chat. Hey, what's up? How you doing? GG, lads. Game number 1 goes to player on the allies. That means Zed, my Irish brother. You have a map and a faction pick, my friend.
Okay, I pick I pick Africa, and Axis.
Whoa!
Ooh. Daring today, aren't we?
Africa Axis,
Oh. They are powerful, man.
Chat, if you
I
don't know,
believe you can
everybody
win.
always thought
Alban?
Allies Africa is a free win. Now this fucker chooses Axis. Fuck, I love these two, man. Fuck, I like this. This is some entertaining shit, not like Dankers and stuff like that. Damn. Allies have a 92% win rate on Africa. He chooses Axis. This fucking guy is either an Irish Muppet high on Guinness, or he is Conor McGregor, and he's gonna show us a proper smack. Okay.
I want to ban Commonwealth.
Okay, so IJN and Commonwealth added to the ban list. So that's PGW, 5th Guards, Commonwealth 8th, and IJN. Good luck, everybody. Servers up, by the way, and passwords in, so get in here.
Dude, what the fuck's he doing? Sometimes I feel like stuff that looks chaotic and fun is just them killing themselves. Why the hell, Mitch, man? Will he choose Axis on a map that's known to have over 9% win rate for the Allies?
I don't know. Well, I think he was a little bit thrown when player banned IJN. He was kind of banking on IJN not getting banned, but we have seen it. We've seen it now with the paratroopers coming on in. Well, the resurgence of paratroopers coming in, that it is possible for the Axis to win. And like, I feel like with some good playing, this will. And also, if the read is right and Zad's looking at player and goes, okay, player is going to be playing a tank faction, he's not going to be overly focused on air or navy, which means you can try and contest with paratroopers, which is, that's a really good pull, I think.
And the community is very crazy right now. Segel, a non-sub, doesn't know much, says Axis is unplayable if the Allies play well. Whereas Doc, a meta maker, is saying he found a good build on the Axis. Very interesting what's going on here. I said this for weeks. The Axis need to focus more on Malta and Crete and not give it up so fast. People give way too fast up on Malta, in my opinion. Game number 2. Will we see game number 3? That depends on Zed, who's fighting for his life right now. Our Irish lad choosing the Axis on the weakest, supposedly, Axis map, Africa. These guys are good entertainers. This is fun stuff. Very, very good game number 1 here.
I will go and get some goulash, and then I will be back.
I eat ramen.
Okay.
I eat ramen.
I did not see this pick coming out at all. At all. I'm like, just with the way that things have been going, I did not see this be a thing. But I like it. I really like the pick, especially if it is a bait. If it is one of those things of, especially the Commonwealth 8th has been pulled off, so there's no like super like. Honestly, to me, this is a bait to tell player to play France.
Yeah.
Right? Because France does get a bit of a navy and lure them into a tank faction. But what France doesn't have is air. So if our ally player can then counter that with paratroopers, strong air, and a good TD build, which we just saw them do as Hungary, I think this could be. I think this could be really good. I'm predicting Italians. I'm predicting Italian First Army from the Axis here.
He loves light tanks.
Or we go for the was the other Japanese faction, just for the carriers and boosting that navy, so they can try and do a navy group. But I think it's going to be Italian First Army, and I think it's going to be France.
Yeah, it looks like a France opener already. He's going for medium tank build here. The thing about this game right now is Zed knows exactly what's happening. Zed has chosen his own battlefield. He knows exactly what's going to charge at him. Will he have a counter to it? It's going to be very hard.
Considering this was the card they pulled, I hope they've got something to show us here. And we've been saying it, Tommy. It can be done. It will be done. And I think Zed's going to be possibly the person to do it.
I'm just often scared that people that do crazy stuff that I like Raidwire, often just turns out to be useless stuff that makes you lose the game in the end. And I hope he knows what he's doing, choosing Axis here. I was even going as far as this. If you would have asked me, what is the least likely pick from Zed I would have said Axis Africa, and he did it. He has the element of surprise on his side, that's for sure. And he knows France is coming. Will he hand a free win to our Ukrainian friend here, or is he gonna show an amazing secret tactic?
Yeah, it's one of those things of like, I feel like this has been baited. Like, I feel like the France pick is a bait here. Like, that's the only hope and the only level I can think we're at now, is that it is a baited pull, because I don't think we've ever seen a best of 3 where France has survived this long without being banned.
Yeah.
You know? And they've taken away Commonwealth 8th Army, which we've said is the good all-round faction. It's also one of the allied factions, one of the only allied factions that gives fighters right off the bat, which means that tells me that the Axis are going to try and contest the air, and they don't want the allies to get those fighters.
I was just wondering how strong nowadays Logistrike is on this map, especially. Logistrike can hit very heavily.
Yeah.
If you have good cast here. But back in the first seasons, we saw Logistrike being overused, right? And then I got nerfed a bit. And now we barely see it anymore. But I've always felt like Logistrike must be so strong. If you have good range and kill the one single railway coming in, should be worth something. But we have a lot of experts in the chat that know everything, and they will tell us, obviously.
Unlike those non-subs like Segel.
Who's this Segel guy? I always mistake him for this other guy. Shaquille O'Neal? Is that you?
Shaquille O'Neal, yeah.
Shaquille O'Neal,
Didn't he get hit by the Batmobile? Do you know that? That's an old internet song.
I don't know what that is.
Okay, there's an old internet song called The Ultimate Showdown, which is just like loads of like fucking TV show and thingy character and like pop culture references, characters in like one massive like Smash Bros. Brawl, and Shaquille O'Neal gets run over by the Batmobile.
Well, you certainly talks like that in chat, yeah.
Just waiting for them both to be ready. Player is now ready. Just waiting for Zad now.
This is very fast today. Very fast games. We're done quick.
I mean, how many best of these are there? Is it 2 or
always 2 every Sunday?
Oh, okay. I thought it was 4. Never mind.
No, it's 2, but they've been running super late every like the last couple of weeks. We've had some real long games. It's been great to watch. But me and Tommy by the end of it been like, okay, come on, we're like flagging now because we are on hour 7 of the broadcast. But no, this is great. But also I love this is the fact that these are going faster, which means we are seeing it's just a different style of play.
It's so important that the mod got faster. A lot of people have attention span issues looking at you, my dear viewer, and these games are much faster now. Very, very nice.
Yeah, compared to how it was in the beginning,
yeah.
It's really way better.
The early game was so long, you had to talk 1 hour as a caster about stuff. So yeah, what milk do you drink?
I'm a semi-skimmed kind of guy myself.
I ate. Yeah.
Just as a note as well, actually, because it was a question in chat, is the ticket age restriction got lowered, by the way, everybody. Just as a note, I don't know if we've said that on the stream yet. The ticket age is now 16, not 18. So, buy tickets to Hoy Worlds. What I'm saying.
I actually got a
message. We already have a figure on how many are still available.
There's a few available.
Oh, okay.
There's quite a few available.
I got a message of a guy who was like, "Hello, TommyKay. I want to come to Stockholm. Can I bring my mom?" I'm like, bro, I don't know. I don't know. I mean, you can bring your mom. I'm there. Access floating research. I hate that.
Man.
Already 5 days almost floating research. I hate that. Huge mistake here from Zed. He's mechanized. What the fuck? But he's floating research. 6 days. No, not good.
Mechanized?
Not good.
Mechanized.
He's trying something crazy. And I love that. He's gonna show something crazy. He has a production line for mechanized ready.
What faction? Wait, which? I'm trying to work out which one would do mech.
This is very.
Oh, wait. So we might be seeing Finland here. I think we might see a Finland here.
Oh, I thought that. Isn't there right side Italy that no one ever does, which is all about motorized?
That's true, but also right side. So Finland, joint between Hungary, Romania, and the Finland right is the anti-Soviet cooperation, which gives you mechanized production cost and reductions. That's the only thing I can think of. But it could be right side Italy. Bro, you could be right there.
Chat. No one has ever in the existence of this game played right side Italy. Okay, and if he does that right now, Zed is my new favorite player. He is like that Ukrainian guy. I forgot his name. Warshaft. What's his name? Raidwire. but actually efficient. Jesus, I love shitting on players.
Man.
I love shitting on players, man. Because I sit on my high castle and I don't put any risk in it. Well, I had to go for help for 8 years, so I can sit your chat. Fuck off. And very interesting build.
Disconnected.
Oh, GG, we need Ireland disconnecting more than Ukraine. Thank you, Taser. We gotta wait for a sec. And now I can eat a bit. That's nice. But yeah, guys, come to Sweden, man. I think it's gonna be fun. It's kind of like a Hoi 4 con in a way. You're gonna meet Hoi 4 players, creators. You're gonna watch Hoi 4.
I'm just happy to meet everyone and to drink beer.
Yeah. Oh yeah.
You know what?
We're gonna get you beer on stage, by the way.
What?
We're gonna get you beer on stage this time.
Oh, we're gonna
Really?
Thank you.
Yeah.
Thank you so much, Isaac, man. Nothing but love, you crazy fucker. Thank you, dude.
Put it in like a, you know, like a paper bag, like or whatever. It's like a.
I mean, I can also.
We're going drunk.
You know, guys, what I did on this year's Carnival here in Germany? It's like where everybody dresses up and drinks a lot of alcohol, basically, for people that don't know. I took a bottle of what was it called again? A bottle of Maggi. It's like a sauce that's like to give some flavor to soup or whatever you can put it in. And I put vodka in there because on the carnival where we went to, there was no alcohol allowed. And so I was just sipping out of that Maggi bottle the whole time. The German people will know in the chat.
You truly are very young. Yeah. I was just about to say, Simop, so now I don't want to say anymore. I haven't been drunk in decades. If we have the time in our time in Stockholm, I might fucking drink with you, man. I might.
Tommy, we can just stay for one day longer, you know, and then we drink one day.
No. My family's gonna kill me, bro. I gotta go home.
Okay, that's understandable.
But
I hope there's going to be time. We at least need to go and play some blackjack in the casino.
oh, dude, I have to go to the casino so bad. I have to. I tried to say it.
That and that Japanese restaurant. That's the two things on Tommy's like list of things to do.
I'm ultra excited. It's gonna be really fun.
We need to go to the Viking bar again. That was pretty cool.
True, I don't even remember that. Yeah, me and the boys, we walked through Stockholm, and there was like a basement, and it was a Viking bar. There was like Vikings playing Viking music, dong da dong da 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 dong, like a Hobbits, man. And everybody was drinking.
We were drinking honey wine, right? Or what?
Yeah, honey wine. That was actually kind of cool.
Yeah.
And the waitresses looked like old Viking women. That was kind of cool, yeah.
You ended up in like the tourist bars. What?
I mean, that one was really cool. I think Dankers wanted to go there with us, but then he decided to drop us and go somewhere else alone. But we went there then anyway.
This guy.
Oh,
gonna be fun.
I'm gonna
Come to screen chat
right now.
Have fun with us. You want to hang with Tommy?
What has happened to Zad's ping? His ping is 2,000 right now.
Interesting. Does he maybe have to forfeit and we get it early 2-0 here right now?
I mean,
give it a sec.
If he can't physically play, then yes. Like, that's... Holy. Considering he, like, location-wise is the closest to me.
Yeah, he's in Ireland, yeah.
Yeah, it's like... I'm just gonna wait for him to catch up.
He should have the ping advantage, actually.
Yeah, this is why
he's caught up, yeah. Maybe it's just not right.
Oh, wait a second, he unpaused the game.
400. Now he can play.
It went down, yeah, it went down.
Yeah, it's down to 400 now. It's like it was at still at 2,500.
You know, on this map you don't need much micro anyway. It's not like the front is like 50 million
totally.
tiles wide or something.
Some
input delay is gonna be okay.
The things we see today.
High ping strat.
Maybe it's part of his tactic. You know, like in the WWE, like someone's music starts, but it actually doesn't come out. It's a trick.
Or it's like, it's one of those things where they just play the intro of someone's music just to make that person scared, and then they cut to the actual music that they're playing. Who is it they did that for?
They need it though for like when they get on stage in Sweden. Everybody needs like intro song. Gotta ask them beforehand. They play when they walk in.
Hell's bells! Here's C-Mob.
Barbie girl.
Like Hell's Bells or something like that. That would be a bit too much. But...
Mechanized. What the hell is he doing? He can't hold speed 4 though, it seems.
No, I'm keeping it on speed 3 for now. That it seems to have stabilized a bit, so I'm gonna bump it up.
Zed's in trouble, baby. Who's Zed? That's dead. Sorry. I'm becoming so old, I only do movie quotes the whole time.
Tommy, can you show that on stream really quick? Like the short clip of them saying that?
Yeah.
Is it when they were in
Dude, I have so
interrogating
much.
one guy?
I can tell you so much. And then there is a musician who called himself Zed's Dead, who made really successful electro music. Apparently not anymore. Zed's Dead. You don't. He was like a huge dubstep guy.
Or dubstep I also used to listen to, like, I don't know, 10 years ago.
I do not listen to dubstep and very much.
Dubstep is really dead.
I prefer my music to have instruments in it.
Okay.
Turkey banned Twitch, so I have to use VPN
Don't
to
stop right now.
watch Usage.
Goddamn, Bruce Willis. So young, though.
Yeah, you can't even. Yeah, he's really not doing well right now, right? Turkey banned
God, no,
Twitch?
yeah.
What?
It's dead. Yeah, and
That means I
kicked
lost half
because
my
of the gambling.
subs. What?
Wait, no, really? Turkey just banned Twitch?
Yeah, and kicked because of the gambling. I really hope that maybe makes the platform wake up and ban that type of shit. That would be pretty good.
Yeah.
Or
Isn't it,
at
like,
least
banned?
lock it
Isn't
behind
gambling
the
banned?
like 18+ thing, so young people
Yeah.
can watch
Isn't
it.
gambling actually
man.
banned on this website?
No, you can still gamble, but only on licensed casinos or some shit like that. Or some, or only card
No.
games. I can't remember anymore, but it's still there.
I was about to say I lost a lot of subs then, but the Turkish subs are like worth 20 cents, so it's not really that bad. Love you, Turkish people. Get NordVPN. The code is suck my. Sorry.
Most Turks watch from Germany anyway.
OnlyFans girls just lost 90% of their viewers. Oh man, but OnlyFans isn't Twitch, right? Korea banned, Turkey banned, Twitch ain't doing so well, huh? I might have to stream naked soon. Both players doing dockyards. And the X is going for mechanized, which I really don't understand. There's the light tank, he loves that light tank. This feels very Italian. He feels very Italian.
Yeah, I mean, I think Italy would be the second best pick on this map after Imperial Japanese Navy, and that is banned, so...
A lot of... The Axis are also telegraphing a lot of trucks here right now.
Oh. I mean, Italy had like a very truck-heavy build, right?
Yeah, that's Italy, right? The one that no one picks.
I hope that we see some ships, you know, like some naval combat. Right now, the ex-player who picked this map is only building shitty U-boats, and the allied player actually is at 23 dockyards already in building light cruisers.
Light cruiser is very clever, very clever.
Yeah, light cruiser is very cost-effective. If you check the template he's building, he's going for only light attack and some torpedoes, which will completely shred whatever the ex-player is bringing. Unless he goes for the battleships, those will not be harmed that much.
Also going, the only guy ever do this pursed. Fox, can you do a thing in that Excel that shows win rates of every pick? I would be ultra interested. Like all the 20 picks and the win rate behind. I would love to see that. That'd be very interesting. Set is playing so different. Is it worth it though? Now going air advisor, okay. Active sonar, we see that a lot. He wants to catch submarines. On this map, the players have to show such a different skill set. There's a lot of things you need here you don't need on the other maps, like submarine hunting.
Okay, it's Royal Italian Army, but is it right or is it left? Are we gonna see? It's
Dude, I'm telling you, it's right side Italy, man. I'm telling you.
If it is, I'm confused.
That guy's playing the first ever right side Italy ever.
He's using the lag switch and the fast moving trucks to like lag around his enemy. Is that what we're gonna have? Like,
I think he wants to get all the buffs for it. What are you about? We never see this. Mobile Warfare.
Right side Italy. The thing is with right side Italy is you don't get the fleet,
yeah.
nor do you get the
I have to
planes.
say goodbye to the baby. 1 minute. 1 minute.
Like right side
Say goodnight,
Italy
baby,
compared
chat.
to left side. Good night, baby. Like right side Italy is such an outdated pick for all of our picks. Like, I don't know.
I mean, the last time I think we saw it was...
He's doing it. He's doing right side
Last
Italy.
time I saw somebody play that was when, you know, like the one game where on Rhine, where the one guy kept in like 10 days or something like that. We got naval invaded all along the coastline with trucks and just snaked in and kept them. That was the last time I saw that strategy, and it actually worked out in that case, but I don't know if it's going to work out here because he's not going to have any navy.
He's not going to have any navy. He's not going to have any... Like, he would have had to have started the plane production now for the Alfa Romeo buff to really matter. Like, he's not got paratroopers. He's just going to try and run it You run it back. It's just going to try and run it straight down to Benghazi.
Oh man. I mean,
This guy
yeah.
bought a ISP truck into Moscow t-shirt is what I'm getting. Like
Also, the Allied player is building tanks, while our Axis player is not building any tanks. He's not gonna get any tanks. He's also not building any anti-tank. So I don't know what he's planning to do against enemy tanks, right?
Oh look, what is this division that he's designed? What is going on? What is going on with
I'm
this
going to win division, you mean?
Yeah.
Maybe
It's
it's
gonna
some
be
crazy submarine build.
Wait, it's not going to be something really weird, like because the Space Marine unit has both motorized infantry and standard infantry, that the fast-moving bonus attacks go onto your infantry template. So it's a really, really cheap Space Marine, and then you use a faster standard infantry to push through. It's not something really random like that, is it?
It feels like what I said the whole day. You have these chaotic players that try cool stuff, but it's just inefficient. It doesn't work. It's very, very important in esports. If you do chaotic stuff that never has been seen before, you should know. You should test it. You should know that it goes somewhere. This could be a free handing of a win here. Right side Italy chat, never seen before against the French.
Yeah, Tommy, the big thing is that he has no anti-tank.
Yeah,
he only has...
I think in his light, isn't his light tank anti-tank like last game?
I don't know if it's going to be enough though. That's a problem.
Piercing of... No, it should be enough. Last game, the French had 15 armor and he had 30 piercing with the light tanks. I think nowadays in this meta, the light tanks are enough to pierce anything you want.
I mean, if the other player goes for the French again, which he will do, unless they're banned. Are they banned? No, right?
Nope, they're not banned.
Yeah, then he's going to go for France again. He's going to get a decent navy. He gets 2 battleships and an aircraft carrier in that one, plus other ships. He's building light cruisers the whole time, which he already has 2 of, which are really, really good compared to all the other ships that people get from spawnings here. And he has tanks. I don't know, and this might be a bit interesting to see. I wonder how that will go. He's already playing naval invasions.
Now.
And how big is the Italian fleet now without the battleships that he gets? It's still 22 ships.
It's the basic. That's the basic that everybody gets. Is the
I mean, he might not even be able to launch his naval invasions. I think.
No, I don't think he will.
If you compare the size to the French fleet right now, and like he's gonna get battleships in the.
He's not planning any naval invasions though.
This looks. Either something really insane happens. He also has an air advisor, but there's no air. This. I'm sorry to say, right? It looks exciting, but it also looks, you know.
Yeah.
Like you're joining a knife fight with a plastic lightsaber. It looks cool, but you ain't gonna make it to the qualifiers. And yeah, this looks like they're. Yeah, it's like a Bronx player accidentally got matchmaked into Masters League.
Yeah, the thing is, we've got to see what happens to these air quotes Space Marine divisions once they establish the fast core comes in, because that's the big stats to motorized. If that's going to be enough to make these infantry divisions potent, he might actually be able to just rush it down and push through. Because again, to look at the benefits here of Army Depot is it has massive reductions to supply consumption when you get to Supreme Leader Graziani, but it doesn't feel like it's going to be enough. And it's all your eggs in one basket. There's no navy, no air. Like, what the?
Yeah, it feels very, very. Again, though, you played so many 1-on-1s to get here, and then. I mean, I'm too negative, maybe. Maybe he's gonna do something crazy. But with all the respect, after 8,000 hours, you kind of see if things work or not. And this looks insane. Yeah. Still no air, even though he's an air advisor. Waste of potential. We might either see the most genius play ever, or we're gonna see a shit show.
Yep.
Well, it's a short stream today.
Hey, what are you playing after? I'm very confused. Especially with the divisions that the Axis player, the Allied players coming out with. The
problem is, chat, the power of motorized and mechanized is rushing. But 6.2 is so slow because his tank is so shit. You can't even rush. Also, you can't really rush on her 4 anymore because supply hubs. Who cares if you're fast? There's no supply hubs connected. This is... I made a tables of win rates. Wait, where? Where can I see that? Sorry.
Is there another
If you
tab?
scroll down, you'll see it. Sorry, how do I don't know how this works.
Is there another tab at the bottom?
Oh, here. Oh. Oh. Where's win rate? Ah, here. Hero picks. Commonwealth has 9% win rate. Can in 8 games 9% win rate. Wow. France 75% win rate. Axis have almost no win rate. Oh no, Axis ain't doing so well. Yeah. Very interesting stats. It's a very small group of study. Only almost 20 games. We need more groups, more study. But whoever made this, keep this going. This is very nice. Keep that going, man. You're very important. We will hire you as an analyst for like $1.
No, reach out to me on the Discord as well.
Yeah.
See if there's stuff we can do.
Yeah. Sorry, chat, for being so negative, but it feels like today we're quickly done with these best of threes. Looks like the quality is already in the qualifiers, and I don't know what certain players like Raid Rider and Zed are doing here today. It feels weird. It's like they're testing themselves out, and I feel training is for testing and not these really important qualifier games. He's using this I'm going to win division, which once again, I think he doesn't know, has no speed. Your light tank makes the speed of 6.2. This is complete trash. There is nothing good in this division. Nothing.
Yeah, man. Without it, they would be 13 kilometers an hour. That's crazy.
Yeah.
Like twice, more than twice.
This is like he's I don't know. Like he bet the house on his enemy. You know.
Is it a case of, yeah, like, I honestly think it would be a case of, you know, what's it called? Remove that tank, rush down, and then put the tank in when you've got the front line.
Yeah. It feels sometimes in life in esports you see people that are a bit desperate or like even stubborn a bit, where they're just like, let me try something funny. I don't care anymore. That's what it feels like a bit.
Let's see if this Nav invasion will launch. That is going to be interesting. I don't think it will. The U-boats might find some stuff though.
And I just don't see the path for that here. I don't see it. I thought he was maybe do mechanized. Also, where is that?
Yeah, the Nav invasion is not going to launch.
Why did you research mechanized if you don't use it? He's not even building it. It's ridiculous.
I think the mechanized
100% armor, yeah,
was for the MIO.
Yeah. You also get 100% hardness on where the hell is mechanized? Am I stupid? You unlock 100%. No, you don't. You don't. No, you unlock 100% hardness, which is nothing. It's a waste.
Yeah, so I think the mechanized pick was for the level up of the MIO.
Huh? They have no. I don't understand how he's so fast. But he only has 4. This looks all bugged. Now he has 9 kilometers an hour. He took out the light tank? No,
no, it's the base speed gets modified by other modifiers.
Ah, okay.
So he's already out or done almost.
Sure,
but this is fast.
But he needs railways, and the French tanks
Tommy
will crush him.
He gets 10% speed from fast corps, 10% speed from mobile warfare, and then like combined 10% speed from desert or mountain modifiers.
Okay.
Yeah.
But yeah, sure, you took it, but you have no supply, and now French tanks will utterly bully you.
He took out like Galia, which means the supply is going to be against the French tank. Wait. If he attacks while our French player is in no supplier...
He's getting naval supply. No way. There's no way he pulls this off. I'm going to eat a broom.
No way it's like going to be...
What are you going to eat, Tommy?
Overrun.
A brick?
A broom.
Ah, broom, okay.
Ich fress einen Besen, Alter.
Yeah, the Axis player... Airplane needs to connect to supply.
Dude, it's almost like working. Sure, I didn't see that chat. That was actually genius. He's getting naval supply. Sure. Is he building any railroads? Nothing. Doesn't even care. Doesn't give a fuck. This guy is pure Irish right now. His divisions are nothing.
Be a bit of a problem once
his divisions are the worst ever. But they're fast as fuck.
He's fast as fuck, boy.
Oh. I feel like the French guy just has to chill, wait for enough damage, and then just right-click some easy, right?
I mean, he doesn't need to push at all. He can just sit around and wait.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
He can just...
You have to understand yeah, sorry.
Well, no, it's just the only thing I can think of is if he breaks through and actually surrounds some of these tanks, like there's enough of a defense there for him to just actually like lightning maneuver around it. It could be devastating, but
yeah, but the tanks are entrenched now. One thing I learned very early when this game releases that motorized doesn't beat tanks.
Yeah.
Well, it actually does. He just crushed him. He's utterly crushing him. What? No. Why would he?
They have decent stats and they outnumber them.
And you see the light tank is fully piercing. Wait, we're just crushing him. What?
Wow. Holy shit.
He's actually gonna overrun him now.
What the? What?
And he has overrun.
He overran! Holy shit! No way! Army of the poo! It's the army of the gods!
Tommy has to eat a brew, man. Unbelievable.
What the fuck is going on here?
Beat.
Fucking Lightning McQueening our asses. Oh, that's so smart. He's now going behind to try and grab Benghazi to get the port to make sure that all surrounds. Tobruk is under siege. Tommy is just like devastated. Tommy just doesn't know what to make of this. Look at him right now. He's been betrayed. Tommy.
That might just have become my favorite player ever, man. What the fuck, this guy? What the fuck just happened? It must. All jokes aside, it is the light tank. The light tank giving him the full piercing is what made this.
Yeah.
The medium tank meta is getting crushed by that one light tank. What the fuck just happened?
He's in Cairo. He's in fucking Cairo.
Well, we have a game of free lads. What the fuck? I don't know what happened. I'd be so mad if I was bronze. I'd be so mad.
Did we just witness?
This is incredible, man. I didn't expect that. But was uncalled for.
He just took us all round back and shot us. Like, what the fuck?
That was the first blitzkrieg ever in 101 in history.
Fucking.
What just happened?
Flying squads coming out here, like.
I'm in shock. I don't know what's going on.
Be right back. I'm gonna put some Irish Rebel songs on in the background for me and just like, be in awe of this. Like, holy shit! Is that a Sonnenblume cap? Oh, is this the? We have not seen a Sonnenblume cap since season 1, since like the first tournament, right?
Dicko, what the fuck? Even I'm saying GG, man. Holy shit.
Warning. Italian has been mentioned. Warning.
Grazie mille, Victoriale. Dude, what the hell just... Well, someone just changed the stats of this entire meta, where right side Italy now has 100% win rate. What the fuck? I don't know what's going on.
The worst faction we have to being like... Fucking...
I gotta eat a brew.
Zad the Chad, my god. Fucking brain.
Can we get the meme going where you guys are? If Zed has only one fan, it's me or something? I don't know what just happened. I don't know. That was unbelievable. For so long, Chad, I've been saying I'm looking for a aquatic player, a crazy one. And I thought Raidwire is it, but he disappointed. And now this guy played right side Italy motorized build and crushed it. Zed, the Giga Chat is on the board, my friends. He is on the radar. Holy shit, game number 3.
To that France pick.
Oh
like-
my god. I mean, I didn't care what he picked, man. I knew that would beat him.
Yeah, that was great.
What the fuck happened, guys?
What the fuck? Oh dear.
That man.
So, player, this is your map and faction pick.
Player, are you here? Hello?
Yeah,
Hello?
yeah.
You can choose a faction and map.
Rain alias.
What?
What map?
Rhine
what
allies. Rhine
Ah,
allies.
Rhine allies. Okay.
Rhine allies.
Okay, Zed, what faction do you want to ban?
Oh, 1 sec. What's banned on active?
Axis has IJN and PGW banned currently. Allies has 5th Guard Tank Army and Commonwealth 8th.
Is it okay if I go into like single player just to see what factions there are? Like just real quick on
So the available factions include US 12, France, Soviet Right, both Norway and the Combined Operations HQ, and Canada. They are.
I'm gonna ban France.
Okay, banning France. Player, what's your ban?
Romania ban.
Ban Romania.
Romania.
Okay. Well,
Oh my god.
good luck, everybody.
Good luck.
Tommy,
Well,
what the fuck did we just witness? Like, what was that last game?
If I was in the crowd in Sweden, I'd wear that shirt, man. What the hell just happened? And you know, I think this is such a good commercial for this whole 101 thing here, for this mod, that something this is possible. This mod is so diverse, so fun. That's just a fact. That's not me trying to plug it or make a commercial here. How fucking cool is that? That was just pulled off. This is Hoi for esports. We're achieving it. We're here, man. It is beautiful. I just love what just happened. Normally, I'm very arrogant in my own beliefs of Hoi 4 and I understand what I'm doing. I shit on him so hard, he just crushed him. And I think the thing was the light tank. That light tank is so beloved, you see it all the time. The light tank is just... You build one simple light tank, support into your infantry, and you have piercing, you have some armor. That light tank is just... Mwah. My favorite anime is Zed the Tank Driver.
Yeah, so like there's some other things. I was starting to kind of pull it apart right before it happened, but I didn't realize it was going to be that powerful. The fact that that faction also gets supply
Ahoy.
reductions means that you don't have to rely on building the railways as much, so you can push on through.
Yeah.
The absolute speed of your units, considering everything you know that you're going to be fighting, is going to be 4 kilometers an hour. None of your enemies are going to have that. You can use the tight gaps on that map to get those encirclements, to get those overruns. That was a fucking overrun. You know, it's... Yeah, that was great. That was so good. So good.
What I didn't see and was genius is that you ignore railways and you just take the port. And what you need though is, right, it's very important that the Mediterranean, the center of the Mediterranean Sea is safe for you, because all the supply came from there. If somehow the Navy of France could have cut that down, it would have been all over. What a great gamble to just live off port supply. God damn. I'm very excited. I'm very happy that we have more content here in the 101 section today here with the final game in this best of 3. Zed versus... Thank you. Zed versus my boy Player. Player looked very strong in the first game. Zed just won with a crazy wild card. The problem is when you have crazy tactics like this, they only work once. A second time, people know, oh, this guy is known for this tactic. And now it comes down again to skill versus skill. The advantage on Player, who chose the map and the allies. Not playing France. What is banned again, Mitch, for the allies?
So the allied bans are France, 5th Guards Tank Army, and Commonwealth 8th Army.
That means, ooh, what does he play then? Canada or US?
I think we're going to see a Canada pick just because of how tank-related Player seems to be. Unless he goes for an infantry build now, and then it could just, it could be anything. We could see a Combined Operations HQ. But I think this guy's a tanker at heart. And we're going to see a Canada pick.
I think the issue with the Canada pick is that the tank players like him, they love to get focuses that reduce production cost of tanks, which Canada is lacking. That might be, but there's nothing left for him that reduces tank production, I'm quite sure.
I don't think there is. I think it would then come down to maybe going US 12 and hoping Arsenal Democracy can carry you through at the end, or switching it up completely and moving away from a tank pick and being forced into, the air quotes, off meta pick.
Here we go. I'm predicting standard game. Both players already looking like, at least the allies, going for tanks here. In a way, you could say players very predictable, right? Always the same stuff. Tank. He knows one good build and plays it again and again. Like me in StarCraft. And it led him to a surprise loss last game. Game number 3. Stuff is getting really interesting now, man. Very, very, very interesting, man. Canada is the 3rd best tank faction. Okay. Penyo.
Yes. But technically, I feel like you should do an infantry build at this point in terms of the bans. That's kind of where the meta lies right now. That would be the correct move to do. Canada will be... I think it's just slightly too weak in how the current meta shapes out, because it does lack those production bonuses. That being said, like, what are we going to see from our Axis? Like, we've just seen the absolute madness that was that truck rush.
Imagine
I think he's going to do the same thing again. I think he's going to do the same thing again.
He does it again, bro. I'm telling you.
100%. Because like it worked on the last map. On this map, it's going to be even better to do because the distances are so short. You can snake the VPs, especially
What's the counter to that? Just really strong infantry in trenches?
You need to have enough units to cover your front line fully. The last match we saw, like the 2 tanks from the Egglert player could fill out half the combat within that battle. If there were, like, I don't know, let's say twice as many units on the tile that filled out the combat with completely, maybe even with a few reserves, the big breakthrough would have not been able, and then he could have just...
but the front line's much bigger, so Armata del Po looking a bit weaker here.
Yeah, I don't think it's going to run easily. I mean, it could work on this map, but I don't think it's going to run as well on this map.
Yeah, and the rivers here.
Especially if
it depends on what the allied player will come up with. If the allied player does a tank build, it could work again because then, you know, he doesn't have enough units to cover the front line properly. But it could also be that he does an infantry build. And right now he's building anti-tank. And...
It looks like a tank build, yeah.
Interesting.
That last game shook me in the core.
That last game has shaken all of our mentals. Like, even as casters, we're like, we don't know how this.
After 4 weekends, still so much surprising stuff. I love it.
Oh, yeah, absolutely.
And it makes you think. Just real quick, that when we go to Stockholm, in real life, people will prepare stuff like this. They will have hidden tactics. They will not share with anyone. When you play for thousands of dollars and can take one game like Zed just did, you're gonna be quiet about it.
Zed sounded pretty young, right? He sounds like he's on the younger of our player base. That, or he's got a very youthful voice. Like, so, you know, that's a lot of money. That can really change a
especially for Ireland, man. Damn.
I mean,
no, Irish people are rich. I think they have more money.
Oh, sorry, I think I mixed it up with Northern Ireland.
Northern Ireland's a little bit rough. If I wanted to buy a house, that would be where I could afford one.
Yeah, I heard Masons have a lot of work up there. That was a really bad joke. You know, Masons, they build walls, you know. Anyway, yeah, good joke, thank you. And we're in the game. Oof. I'm very happy that we game number 2 got the first game was a stomp, and the second game looking much more interesting. Very, very exciting here. And I'm happy we're not done yet. Let's take a look. Who will take the final game? Zed from Ireland or player from Ukraine? It's a bit of a bad story, but you know, this is the song where Agent Smith and Neo fight in the final Matrix movie, right? I hope he never sees this. And there's a kid in kindergarten. When I bring my kid to kindergarten morning, there's a guy who named his son Neo. And every time he comes, he's like, "Hi," and I'm like, "Hi, Neo." I always have this song in my head. This little kid walks in. I'm like, the guy called his kid Neo in 2023. Sorry. So,
did he say that the name came from the movie, or?
Yeah, I think, yeah, I think so. Anyway, let's not make fun of little kids. If they're not called Segel. And both players looking very standard again. No, he's doing it, mechanized equipment! He's doing it again! He's doing another right side Italy. He should have banned right side Italy, I'm telling you. He should have banned right side Italy.
He's doing it again.
Oh,
Italy right side needs to be nerfed. Italy right side needs to be nerfed.
Italy right, broken as hell.
I love this. I love it. It's been the faction that nobody has picked for probably a year. Probably a year at this point, at least 2 seasons, and then suddenly, out of the wild card, someone's picking on me.
It also shows, though, I want to give a little bit of slack here to Leonard and the boys, how well this mod is designed. That's something that has never been picked can win games, and that is beautiful design. I'm very impressed by that. And that's, dude, I always talk about this with Mitch and stuff. I always say there's things that all these meta nerds like Nave don't know yet. There must be hidden paths, right? And every weekend we find a new one. Just saw one today. The Irish Rommel is doing it again.
Yeah. The Irish Rommel was a really good, like, title. Holy shit.
The Irish Rommel. Can we say that on stage? I mean, what?
I don't know.
The Irish Rommel.
Just
Imagine his mom watches that. My son is playing a tournament, and here comes the Irish Rommel.
Yeah, he comes out as the name, the Irish Rommel. We put his walkout tuners come out, you black and tans. You know, really.
Oh man.
Oh Christ.
Obviously, there's now a guy in chat who wants to discuss the historical value of the real-life Rommel. Find a girlfriend and enjoy the content. Stop talking. It's always a guy. You can never talk about generals of World War II on the stream. People will always go, but actually, I read this book about him that stated... Shut up. Do some push-ups. He's actually doing it again. That means the big narrative of this game is, does player know it's coming and does he have to counter for it? Is he just gonna play a basic tank build again? Oh god, oh god.
I don't think he can. I don't think he can. I think he's got to play an infantry build, and he's got to play.
Yeah, he's also doing infantry. That's what I said earlier. When I saw that he was building anti-tank, you know, and he's 100% going to go for infantry build. And by the looks of it, if you look at the location of his factories there, it looks like it's going to happen.
He's playing different. He's not doing tanks this time, chat. What's the best infantry hero for him?
Probably
it must be left side, huh?
I mean, the mass mob he's doing right now, it could be China, maybe even.
Could be China.
Didn't see China forever.
I also say
Russia,
HQ
one of the Russia
strong.
trees.
Soviet shock could be big, but I think it's got to be, for me, it's going to be between China and Combined Operations HQ under the Norwegian side of things. Just for the infantry and support equipment bonuses that you get there. But it's, yeah, I mean, anything could be the thing here. I mean,
he's going for concentrated experts, going for this was. I mean, the mass amount of infantry build, you know, that he's going for could be the counter to the truck build here because he won't have that many truck divisions. But I don't know, man. It's gonna be interesting to see. One thing that I like already is that XP is basically wasting 7 factories worth of production on light tank TDs when this enemy's not building any tanks.
Yeah.
But it's nice, you know, that
That's the mind
he
games.
has armament to predict it, but 7 mils is a big investment.
That's already the mind games, man, where these guys played chess before. And sure, it adds 35 armor, aka hardness to his division here. Not that bad. These light tanks have been so important. I need this. For Axis player. And overall in the meta, I remember Nave and all these people playing a lot of light tanks. And I like how now the mind games are starting. What is my enemy going to do? There's a lot of war happening even before the game even starts, right? Thinking what the enemy is doing. How do I counter that? Tell me, what build do you think is the best? It changes all the time. It changes all the time. I really don't know. You know what I will do? What I will test when I have to play one soon. I want to bring back a real tank division, a real tank. You know, not a space marine, but a real tank.
Like 40 combat with half mechanized, half tank.
Yeah, like infantry spam, but you only have like 2 tanks. Oh, they're very broken. That's like my style. Infantry spam and only 2 ultra good tanks, and then you break a plane, and your infantry comes after you. Probably I will just die and get wrecked by all the meta boys. But yeah.
As the Axis, I definitely think you could do that. Specifically on Axis, Germany right, which we don't also see quite a lot. The one that gives you 2 light tanks, you get 2 light tank divisions, 2 motorized divisions with that, and then if you build 2 medium tank divisions, say, you've actually got 6 pieces to use for like a spearhead blitzkrieg and get some encirclements.
And the cool thing is, chat, the finals in Stockholm, where you should come and get a ticket, hoyworlds.com, will be best of 5. So in game 4 and 5, so many factions are banned. It's China versus right side Italy.
Yeah. And I think the Italy player's gonna die. This one, at least.
Yeah, it looks like this.
Right, surely this time he's gonna win, right?
I always like to give a narrative to every game, and this is the game now where maybe he's overplaying his hand. Yes, his right hand elite build was amazing last game, but now he might be too predictable. His opponent player showing great class here and actually countering it, knowing that it's coming, playing infantry. China very infantry. Let's actually go for China real quick, my dear chat. Mass assault, very strong. You get some air, pretty sweet. You pretty much have infinite population, which on this map is very strong. You get a lot of infantry. infantry. Guerrilla warfare. Enemy cast doesn't do much. You capture some... not... supply efficiency, 10%. The hump, minus 10 infantry production. You can just spam infantry. United front. Army XP, political power. I don't know what the stats are of Chiang Kai-shek. He becomes like your hero and has stats. We're gonna check later. And war resistance is so unbelievable. 25% breakthrough. Especially on this map, people have a lot of manpower issues, and China can fix that for him. Still, everything is open. Everything can happen.
I mean, I think like right now he's wasting basically 20% of his industry on tank destroyers. You know, like those tanks that he's building right now, they're not giving much soft attack, so they, most likely going to be completely useless. Maybe they give him some armor though.
Yeah, that's what I said. Yeah, they do. They give him hardness.
They give him
the hardness is
armor.
13%.
Okay,
yeah, 13% hardness.
That's okay. That's good. Do you have enough armor though to get pierced? No, okay, he will get pierced, but at least he has some hardness.
Chinese map mob versus light tanks. That's kind of what's going on here. What a beautiful game here. These guys are showing such different stuff. I love it.
But the China player is not building any paratroopers or anything, right? So the Italy player will be at the river and at the VPs quicker than him.
Yep.
Yes, true. The thing I will say here is, I think, honestly, if Zad was going to try this again, he shouldn't have banned France. Because the bait into making player pick France last time, giving him that option.
True.
Worked so well for him. The fact that there isn't a tank faction has forced player to play an infantry faction, which is kind of his counter. So I think I would have left it open and banned. I get it if you don't want to telegraph that you're going to be playing Italy again, so maybe it's on that thought. But I think the risk of, I think the risk of them picking China and like not being tempted, the temptation of playing France again, is better. I feel like leaving that on the board actually might have helped Zad here.
I love what you said there, because it just plays into that mind game narrative of mind games going on. The ban's actually so important, man. And I'm a bit concerned for China player here, because if you look at China player, he doesn't have that many divisions yet. It looks quite a tiny bit concerning. Because the divisions of the Axis are much better right now. Oh, they look really creepy. This is motorized with bonuses, artillery, rocket, arty, and the light tanks. Ooh, man, I actually don't know who wins this. I think, wow, the late game belongs to China, right? The late game should belong to China here. This is a rush or die tactic from the Irish Rommel. The war's about to start. It's Christmas. And last Christmas, I gave you my Prime. Thank you so much, chat. Twitch Prime is not a crime. This is turning into my favorite best of 3 so far in all these Sunday games. These two are... And this is what I love about this whole event and thing. These players are known. Nobody knew them before. This is not Dankus and Nave and stuff. These are players we haven't heard of much. And look how great they are and fun and beautiful. They're also very beautiful.
This Easter, I give you my Prime.
Thank you, Galat, man. Thank you. And here we go, guys. The war starting. China has to survive the early game here. He's spawning a lot of divisions, though. He's spawning 2 more infantry divisions.
Hang on. The Italy players had got enough air PP. That's why the air advisor's in there. That makes so much sense. So it's not for planes. He's used it in paratrooper tech to get airborne light tanks to go in the divisions, which have better stats.
Oh, that's so genius. He's unlocking... He only does air XP for a paratrooper light tank?
Yeah.
Fuck this guy. What is wrong with him?
It's so good because paratrooper like a tank, as I said earlier, gives you movement across all terrain. 10% across all terrain types.
Oh, this guy is circling, rushing. This guy is... I love him. God, this is so clever.
Amazing. Look how much he's breaking through the line. That's
oh my God, is he gonna crush him?
That's so big brain.
Oh, this is such a mistake by players. Look at this stuff. He needs to use this. Massive mistake in my opinion. No one ever fights here. Bring these 10 divisions to the north. This is a game-losing mistake, in my opinion. Many people don't micro their line like this.
He's gonna be fine.
Yeah, he looks fine right now, the north. Salzburg, careful though. This is the forest is hurting them. Oh, he stops. Oh, he's holding. He's stressed. No, he's not. He's taking everything. Oh God, this is fun as hell. What else does... Did he just spawn 2,500? No, he spawned a lot of equipment. What's he doing next?
I mean, the thing is that these divisions that the Italian player is using are not really good for defense. Compared to the to the allied divisions, they have like only half the defense. If you see that right now, he's already starting to get pushed back.
Yep.
The only allied player needs to look out for is that he doesn't overextend and he doesn't create any openings for the motorized units to snake through and actually hurt him. And then he should be fine.
You see that, chat? Huge mistake,
40.
I think. But he's still holding easy. Thank you so much, Spartan Leon. Yeah. China now looking much better. As I told you, I feel like China rules the late game here. Motorized is not a good unit that scales well. Oh, whoa. He's trying. I want to see the stats of Chiang Kai-shek.
He's broken through the ciphers now, which is actually green everywhere. Look at this.
This looks good for him. He's breaking through. He broke through Luxembourg. Oh, he's breaking through.
That's just so good.
He's crushing him. C-Mops, what? C-Mops say what? What the hell, dude? This guy.
As long as he doesn't create any big openings, he will be fine.
Yeah.
This guy is making right side elite the strongest pickup. Wow, he's my favorite player. Wow. Oh, China bros, China post on that Corpium. China bros, what are we doing? I'm telling you, these 10 divisions missing there is such a mistake. Oh god. Is he getting just annihilated now? Does the X-Player even run out of equipment? No. He spawns in so much motorized. He's almost at 0. Almost. But he still has so much.
What is he building a day, by the way? Oh yeah, he's building like 60 motorized a day already.
The first fear down. Micro mistake. You're coming out of Zed, who's losing really good divisions. These are very, very good divisions. Oh god.
He might be fine though. He's building like 60 trucks a day right now. That's...
Yeah, he has this unbelievable truck buff. Yeah. 30 trucks a day. 30.
Yeah, he has 2 lines, Tommy. He has 2 lines.
Oh, sorry. Oh, why would you
like,
do
even
that?
with such a low amount of factories on it, he's still building so many. It's really crazy.
Yeah, the bonuses. Wow. This guy
there's a breakthrough now in Belgium. Yeah. This could be dangerous.
Oh, this could be the end. He has unbelievable. Oh my god.
By the way, did he make the slide tanks go faster this time? Or no, they're still at 6.
It always depends. Yeah, they always change speed. 1.8.
He broke him out. Oh, he broke him out.
He broke him out. Saving
Holy
Private Johnson. Connor.
Wasn't Italian day. Oh, you go for an Irish name.
I go for Irish.
I thought you go for
Connor de Coco.
If only he would make these like light tanks a bit quicker, I imagine his units could be going twice as quick, and then that would be completely game over.
If they were not like TDs and actual light tanks, like with a soft attack gun or whatever, I reckon we could see overruns.
Oh.
Dude. This guy is winning a best of 3 qualifier with a faction that has never been picked before. 2 times in a row. And you know, this is just preparation. He prepared well, he prepared a crazy tactic, and now gets a win for it. Genius. Beautiful.
He's out of manpower.
Oh. Yeah, he's getting weaker.
Is he mobilizing more? Not right now. He's not picking up.
China's also green. China is very green. Is he making more units? He is. He can spawn them. He needs to spawn them in. Both of these guys are doing crazy micro wars. Micro is so important for them both.
Yeah, that's one thing we do need to say about this Italian pick. It's going to be not for the faint-hearted in terms of micro. You're gonna have to be so on it on every click.
Yeah, the Italian player just deleted divisions, so he has manpower again. He's down to 320,000 men in the field. Meanwhile, China's at 500,000, and he might actually take Amsterdam here.
No, he's ultra nervous. And now taking Colonial Garrison. He can spawn infantry and delete it. He's not taking research. Is China gonna hold this? I'm still believing China got this.
He just needs to get more infantry and then he should be fine. But he also needs to mobilize more manpower very soon.
This is so micro-based.
He's not the bleed now, but he might just get encircled himself now at Antwerpen and Brussels. This is very dangerous. Look at that. Well, he's pulling back now, but might be a bit too late.
Z8 dead, Bruce Willis.
Oh.
Holy smokes. Gentlemen, we have an Irish Rommel in the Heufer community.
And it's going to be a decent sized encirclement here in Antwerpen, at least like 10 units.
This could be GG, yeah. You should probably pull out of the port. That's the port gone. No, he's encircled. The problem is the Chinese units have a hard time actually killing stuff.
I mean, it's just shit inf. They're really good. They're good for the defense.
Look at the brown lines. He's running out of so much equipment and manpower. He's out of guns, out of manpower. His steam is running out. He's...
Nah, his manpower in the field manpower dropped to 315,000 now, so 50,000 lower than last time.
Oh.
But he's gonna get like 6 more units in a bit, and I don't know. Does Right Side Italy get manpower bonuses anywhere? No, right?
Oh.
At the right the end by blood.
He's encircling him. Look, stop working, stop working, stop working. He's missed Michael. Dude, this would be perfect grand finals right now.
Yeah, one tile away from getting all of the south encircled there. He really needs to see
He's
that.
not moving. He's ultra stressed. And the manpower, it's killing him. But he's not microing this
He's
attack.
going to lose in Mulhouse. Mulhouse is going to be in danger right now. Like,
Overrun? I just saw an overrun.
Big encirclement.
Yeah, it doesn't look like he's seeing the encirclement potential for the south flank there, and if that one keeps expanding, he's gonna have big problems here.
He's not taking it. What is he doing?
I don't know, he probably didn't see it. Like, he's double committing the mountain, but he's not going there.
Manpower spec, that should be... As long as he has manpower, there's no way he loses anymore.
Yeah.
Oh, wow, what a crazy game. That guy is crazy.
He needs to hit by blood alone, like, as soon as possible, though, as the Italian player, because he's got to get that extra manpower buff from there.
At the front. Doesn't he have
look at the China player. Look how much equipment he has. He's 12 more units in training.
Don't forget, the Chinese ultimate is...
Encirclement by south! South is encircled!
Don't forget...
Oh, yeah, completely now, yeah.
Strasbourg. That's huge.
Don't forget, the ultimate of China is 50% core defense. Another... the Dunkirk happening. Tom Hardy, what's going on?
No, it's falling
He needs to kill it. Oh my god, I can't believe it.
So many divisions are encircled in the south as well. This is big.
Oh my god, what the... This is the best game ever. Dude, he's crushing. He's killing so much. Don't forget the Irish
I don't think
units.
the player can afford to replace all of that. He does have manpower. He's down to 270,000 manpower in the field, I mean. And it's gonna drop even lower. 260,000.
China player ruling the late game. I told you.
He's pulling back to the VPs. He's putting troops on Frankfurt and Cologne.
He's retreating?
He's slowly moving troops back.
Clever.
Yeah, Italy
Huge losses. Huge losses.
Yeah, China now needs to make the front end bigger and take the neutral territory and just keep advancing. This is just...
Still
Tommy, I told you this is what was gonna happen. No?
I said if China makes it to late game...
I'm just saying, you were like, oh, Silvers, where you know? Huh?
Who lied today about table tennis stats?
Ah, come on, it was my mind, I was misremembering something, I don't know.
The guy's
there might have been a second game that went that way and I...
No, that wasn't, no. Okay, he's holding now. Wow, what a crazy game. I love it.
275 VPs now, 3 VPs in favor for the Axis. If he can hold... If he can hold,
if he can, yeah.
Chance, but right
I mean,
now,
if you look at the front end right now, East of Frankfurt is not a single division, and look how many units the China is coming in there right now. Like once he makes the front end bigger, this will start to collapse.
Yeah.
Honestly, China player can actually just battle plan. He can legit just battle plan this out.
He's spawning. Oh, he just spawned divisions. He just spawned them. Yeah, it's the Zork Russia is now getting Zork rushed.
Yeah, China's also going to get 25% more breakthrough in 40 days, which will happen with the offensive operations he's going to try and mount, and also 2% more recruitment population.
And
that's what I'm saying. So, it's just battle planning. He is actually just battle planning with 6 of the divisions. Like those all 61, they're all battle planning. It's just
battle plan.
Just GG.
He's all red though. It's all red though. He's wasting. He's wasting a lot of, but the manpower of his enemy. What I like about this is how, if you watch high-level esports games, one mistake can be everything. And going way too deep into the south there, in Mulhouse, in Strasbourg, was a massive mistake. I think there's an even good supply there, yeah. Yeah, one little mistake can change everything. He's holding, he's holding.
3 hours, and Hoi 4 Cancer finally got all achievements like the true alpha himself.
One of those that would be really good to like fully break down.
What the China player is missing a bit is artillery and rocket artillery. He has enough guns, he has 8,000 stockpile, but he does not have any soft attack. You know?
He should wait 30 days to get 25% breakthrough bonus. Oh, what does Shake do? I want to... Mr. Shake, what does he do?
Look at the snake now in the west, Tommy.
Oh, yeah, in the east,
There's big encirclement potential here if the X-player goes
It's too much, it's too much. Yeah. He tried a rush tactic and it failed.
I still think this would have gone better if he had like left France on the table and hopefully baited that pick.
Yeah.
Because we saw how it dealt with the tanks. Like I feel
true.
like there wouldn't be as many troops on the line if this wasn't China. But at the same time, we have to give it to player. He's picked out what the counter to this build was, and he's done it very, very effectively.
What a beautiful best of 3. That was so beautiful. I loved every second of this. That was, in my opinion, the best best of 3 I've ever seen. So entertaining, so different, lovely. I'm very excited to see more of player in Z. They just... And that's the cool thing about these new players that we don't know yet. You know, people like Nex were also unknown one day until I made them big. And it's nice to see fresh blood like Zed and
GG.
Player coming up with these beautiful games. Great micro,
That's
great
Berlin.
strats. Amazing.
Oh yeah, it's just an absolute breakthrough now. This is a GG. But yeah, great playing from both of these players.
That was fun. After the first game was a stomp, this second game was just pure entertainment, showing also that this mod is fully ready to entertain people. And if we have games like this on stage, everything's gonna be fine.
I'm gonna be exhausted, man. Like, imagine if all the games are like that.
I remember when we casted RL. RL casting is exhausting. Now I know why they have rotation and always rotate casters. You put all your energy in it. Damn, GG.
Yeah, player.
He's
as well
invading
just-
Paris.
Well, as a thing, like,
You
player
can.
has always been a player, like, week in, week out. Player has always been in spot 5, like, never quite made it to our playoffs. Like, but out of doubt, every week he's been there, like, playing these games, getting close to getting to these showdowns, like, and doing really well. So I had a feeling they were going to be a pretty strong player, and there we have it. Yeah. Good best of 3. But Zad came out of nowhere with a new strat.
What
I
the
love it.
timing of the music. Wow, I am ultra impressed. That was so cool. Then let's go down there. GG, boys, man. GG. You
Укус хорька! Укус хорька!
Yeah, Slava Green, yeah. Hey, how do you say in Russian respect?
Уважуха!
Washucha, блядь.
Yes.
Damn, hey, guys, you guys did both amazing. That was so fun to watch. You both are becoming big names here now, man. Just, first of all, I just want to say respect. That was a beautiful best of 3, both of you. And don't be sad, Zad. You played amazing and will probably come back. Congratulations, player. Nothing but love. That was really cool.
Yeah, well played. I was so stressed.
Mitchman said something very interesting, Zed. I want to hear your opinion on this. He said, imagine you would have not banned France to bait him into another France pick, making your build stronger. What do you think about that?
I just don't think I had any real good options that I knew how to play. So I went with Amat Delapole and I just banned France because, you know, I don't think he had many good inf options, in my opinion.
Yeah.
But yeah.
And player, how do you? Well, you don't really speak. How you feel after winning tonight's game?
I don't understand what you say.
How you feel?
I feel it's...
One sec. Google Translate. Как вы себя чувствуете?
Nice. It's...
Yeah. I think he's using Google
It
Translate.
was unexpected to see the shield on that vision in last game.
Yeah.
I think artillery have piercing to the light, but no.
I understand, not really, but the final question here, are you excited for the qualifiers? Крушая работа, ты вышел из отборочник.
Yes.
Dude, you can actually understand that? That's cool. Okay, he's excited for the qualifiers. I want to give the last interview questions to Mitch again.
I don't have any real questions other than that. Yeah, like maybe you've got some really good technical skill. I feel like if you can just get your bands and some of your picks down, I think you're going to be up here next time and possibly making a way through.
Oh, that took everything out of me, man. I'm exhausted.
That's why I always tell you guys, listen to Old Man Tommy. You guys have to all level your micro. You guys have to level yourself under stress. Anyway, thanks very much for that beautiful best of 3. GG. I see you next week, hopefully, Zed. And player, you're now in the qualifiers. Koroshaya Igra.
Yes, good game.
Thank you very much. Yeah, and that was it for today with the qualifiers. Qualifier number 4. Shout out to Mitchman and Simos. Maybe someone can spam their channels in the chat. Thank you so much, Simos and Mitchman, for casting. And I want to give the final word, as always, to my beautiful friend, Mitchman.
Yeah, just a reminder, get your fucking tickets. Come see this sort of thing live. It's going to be amazing. And join the Discord if you want to take part. That's basically it. Also, the ticket age restriction was lowered to 16. So some of you younger tykes, I know you APM kids, you're going to be there. Like, come watch. It's going to be great.
GG.